From historic Camden, South Carolina, Zip Stadium, the Camden Bulldogs play host to the visiting Blazers of Ridgeview High School. It's the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week coming at you right now. Good evening, everyone. Welcome into the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. The Camden Bulldogs at 2-1, taking on the visiting Blazers of Ridgeview High School at 1-2 from historic Zip Stadium, Camden, South Carolina. Welcome in. I am Stacy Huff, joined with my broadcast partner, Joe Cashin. And Joe, these two teams very athletic. Both teams are talented, played a tough early season, both of them. They're closely located on the map, but it's been a while since they played.
That's absolutely correct, Stacy. 2005, the last time they met right here at Zim Stadium. It was a 7-0 Camden win. They are geographically very close, and as they come into tonight's game, going in opposite directions. Both teams have played difficult schedules. This is the last tune-up before they get into conference play next week.
Absolutely. Good way to sharpen your tool against a tough competitor. Let's go to our players to watch. Michaelis Mattress. We begin with our visitors of Ridgeview High School.
First of all, it's going to be wide receiver Christian Jackson. 13 receptions on the season, 228 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's taking the place of Jordan Gidron. They're all everything wide out. Who's out for the next couple of weeks, but Jackson has done a great job on offense. Those 13 catches in the end zone 4 times.
One of the fastest kids in the state in 100 meters, I'm told, as well. Let's go to the defensive side.
For Ridgeview, the Blazers up front defensively, defensive lineman Daryl Spencer. He's been a force in there so far in 2024. 7 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 1 sack. You see him right here. He gets up the field, disrupts this play. Just an outstanding job on that defensive front. Daryl Spencer leads this Ridgeview defense.
Michaelis Mattress brings you our players to watch now for the home team, the Bulldogs of Camden. Who are they looking to lead them?
Well, it's number 1 all-everything wide receiver, JoJo Krim. 219 all-purpose yards so far this season, 1 touchdown. He's an all-region, all-state player, 15 and more Division I offers. This youngster will go anywhere he wants to go. He has caught 10 passes for 138 so far on the season. Well, just how you see him elude a tackle right there. JoJo Krim, they're going to want to get the ball to him all night long.
He's a dynamic, explosive kid with the ball in his hands. On the defensive side for the Bulldogs, who will it be?
Camden's defense has played awfully well this season. Number 19, Tanner Racy, defensive lineman. So far this season, 4 sacks. He also is an all-region, all-state player. He has a couple of offers so far to play at the next level, and you watch him right here. He just gets up the field, knows where that football is, and he can shut things down for this Camden Bulldogs defense.
And now that is brought to you by Michaelis Mattress. Our players to watch now for our Blue Cross Blue Shield keys to the game. We begin with our visitors once again, the Blazers of Ridgeview.
For the Blazers tonight, Stacy, they've got to limit turnovers on offense, and they have to eliminate Camden's big play capability. And if you're the Bulldogs tonight offensively, you want to sustain drives, punch the ball in the end zone, and they want to pressure that Ridgeview quarterback, their coach's son, to try to get them off the field.
Yes, talent everywhere on the field. That's the Blue Cross Blue Shield keys to the ball game. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin with you. Amanda Poole will be on the sidelines. Welcome in, sit back, relax. We think it's going to be a good one on the Sonic Friday Night Rival High School Football Game of the Week.
Light it. We can take people where most people cannot take them.
The generations coming together.
That place was jumping.
The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.
Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Canoost and meteorologist Clara Faith bring you local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence has really built up since I've been here.
This place has shown me, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. and they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Welcome in. We're almost set for kickoff. First, we want to check in with the Palmetto Pride game day forecast. Palmetto Pride working together for a litter-free South Carolina. You see the weather right there is kind of overcast here tonight. It's a little humid, but great weather for football. Stacey Huffshow cashing up in the booth. Let's go down to the sideline with the third member of our broadcast team, Amanda Poole. What's going on, Amanda?
Thank you, Stacey. Ridgeview is down its top receiver in Jordan Gidron, the junior, suffering a knee injury in last Friday's game against Dutch Fork. And just on Tuesday, he had surgery for that small tear in his meniscus. He'll be out for 3 to 6 weeks, now going through physical therapy. But the Blazers do have a lot of other weapons to go to, even though Gidron accounted for a third of their offensive production through the first 3 weeks of the season. Although he couldn't be here tonight, he did share a message with me to give to the team. He wants them to play hard and remember the feeling they had these past 2 weeks with 2 straight losses and to not let it happen again. Stacey.
Thank you, Amanda. Great work on the sideline as always. We're about set for our kickoff. We'll look great opportunity school kickoff. 100 years of helping students build a better future. Glad to have you with us. Sit back, relax. It's going to be a good one. Ridgeview kicking off. You know, we'll look great opportunity school kickoff left to right on your screen there in their white, gray pants, silver helmets. Camden, put a matte gray, a kind of gray type action with gold. Black and gold are the school colors there. Kickoff going to be fielded inside the 5-yard line. A lot of white jerseys there early, slung down violently inside the 15-yard line there, and that's where Camden will take over with a first-year starter. We'll talk about a little bit more. Wyatt Thompson, first-year starter at quarterback, by the way. Couple years starting in the secondary as a safety. We'll talk about this offense here in just a moment, Joe.
It's good kickoff coverage by the Blazers right there. Didn't let Drakeford get too far with that. Camden has to start deep.
So we'll see what the offense looks like for Camden. Again, a lot of new starters. Grayson White was a quarterback there, seemed like forever. He's up at Newberry now. We'll talk about him some as the game goes on. Shotgun formation for Camden. 3 wide receivers in the set, 1 running back. Navi. We'll talk about young Navi in a minute. It's going to be a keeper. Wyatt Thompson slicing and dicing across the 20-yard line. Good gain on first down. The quarterback has some quicks there.
They wanted to try to set up a jet sweep look, and Wyatt Thompson started left and then go ahead.
Starting lineup brought to you by Stewart Law Office. You see Thompson just ran that run. Navi Boykin, the running back, Bracey, the tight end. Krim, Drakeford, special players there right. Also the wide receivers, Anderson, Thomason, Richardson, Dozier, and Lawson, the offensive line for Camden. Coming off a state championship appearance, and this snap is beside the quarterback there. He fields it inside the 10. Did a great job trying to throw it. I think that's going to be a penalty. They're going to call him for grounding there. He was throwing that, trying to prevent that loss of yardage there, but good job getting on that ball, Joe.
Back to pick it up. I thought he might try to throw it a little bit earlier. Now, the flag kind of came away from where he threw the ball, but I think you're exactly right, Stacey.
Yeah, he was running.
He was just trying to get that ball out of there and get Camden out of a disaster, potential disaster.
So you see the white hat talking it over there. That's our lead official there, and they're conversing a bit there, hashing it out, if you will. And they're going to...
Looks like Ed Hockley.
That's the name. Everybody knows that referee name. Ed Hockley has the guns. Ed Hockley had the big guns. He was working out. Let's see what they come out for that malfeasance.
Here we go, Stacey. We're 44 seconds in.
Early malfeasance this time, really. So the first flag, we hope we don't have a lot of penalties. And it's a beautiful night here in historic Zemp Stadium. We'll talk about that stadium, this particular stadium here a little bit more in depth as the game goes along. Let's see how they adjudicate this. I'm getting off to a great start.
Early.
Camden. They call it like a personal foul is like what they called.
Yeah, that flag it looked like there were a couple of players kind of mixed up behind the play, and that's kind of where the flag came out.
So it was not grounding, which I thought it might be. It's going to be, and that's going to be half the distance. It looks like the ball's going to be about right across the 5-yard line, and behind the sticks now will be Camden with a 2nd down and long. So we're bright and early here in the ball game. 2 plays of scrimmage in. Second play was a penalty, and now we're going to talk about it again, Joe, a little bit. The referees want to make sure everything's in order. This game is going to be an exciting game. We're getting off to a sluggish start here with the conversations, but there's so much talent. Talk about Zip Stadium real quick while they're talking about this. Oldest stadium in the state of South Carolina.
Oldest continuous use high school football stadium in the state of South Carolina, has undergone a couple of renovations since 1997. This side, what is now, again, the current visitor side, redone, and then a couple of years ago they redid the entire home side. So
Thompson's going to shotgun snap from his goal line. He's going to look. It's going to be a quarterback draw. He has a little room. He has good quicks, though. He had a good run the first play of the game. He's right back where he was after the first down play, across the 20 to about the 23 this time. So this time it'll bring up 3rd down and a little bit. We'll see exactly where they mark it. It might be the first down. Let's take a look at this Ridgeview defense real quick. Addos, Tellery. Cleve Tellery is a name you want to remember. Spencer, we've talked about him. Elijah Cullum, Cheatham, Alton, Franklin, the linebackers. Bass, Briggs, Johnson, and Grant, the defensive backs. Cleve Tellery is a young man. Number 90 is an offer from Gardner-Webb. You'll hear more about him as the game goes along. He makes a lot of plays. About 5'11", about 300, and runs a 5'1", 40. So they're going to bring the sticks out, Joe. I thought it was one of those you couldn't eyeball. It was close. Good run by Wyatt Thompson. He's the young man I talked about. He was a safety last year.
So they did not get the down over. So that was a 3rd down run. The 2nd down play counted. That was a post-play foul on Camden. So that was a 3rd and long.
Good point.
Because the marker down there on the field has it 4th and it, but it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Camden picks up a 1st down.
Good job calling for that measurement, because by the Camden sideline to see that is a Columbia Police Department 1st down. Columbia Police Department is now hiring with the $5,000 sign-on bonus for new sworn officers. They are our 1st down sponsor, and new set of downs for Camden after an erratic start. A good run, a penalty, and another good run. It's been Wyatt Thompson, the only person who's touched the ball so far in the ball game.
That was a design quarterback run all the way for Wyatt Thompson. Did a good job to pick up the 1st.
He's going to keep it again, and had pursuit over there, and good pursuit. And he fought for a little bit, but great job diagnosing that play for Ridgeview by just like Brooks.
Well, and big number 92, Cleve Tellery. We're going to talk about Cleve Tellery an awful lot tonight for this Ridgeview defense. You watch Thompson, he tries to circle out. You mentioned it right there, the initial hit. And the tackle will be credited to Brooks there, but Tellery, we'll talk a lot about young Mr. Tellery tonight.
He's a young man who causes double teams, and when you do that, you wreak havoc on other teams' blocking assignments. But Tellery, 90, multi-year starter, also outstanding student. One offer from Gardner-Webb, and if he's 6 foot instead of 5'11", Joe, we think he'd have a lot more bigger offers, but a kid can play. Number 90 in white. We 2nd and 9, and another whistle. Timeout is going to be called Camden. Boy, we off to a erratic start to the ball game, and we'll step away. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin, Amanda Poole here with you. Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Game of the Week. Camden Ridgeview, come on back.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
A couple stoppage and plays. Timeout just called from Camden, and welcome back from that timeout break. Still more conversation going on the field.
Stacey, at this rate, we'll be here in College Game Day will have started their broadcast by the time this one's over. Unless we get a move on there. Okay, officials got this right. They got it. They're ready.
Yeah, there we go. They winding the clock now. Yeah, we're going to be Saturday morning in a minute. Shotgun snap. A little high, a little bobble that time. They're going to set up the option pitch. And it's on the ground again. Who's on it? That ball was available. I think Camden got on it. That ball was just available to the world. And it was like 4 for Camden got on, and Evan Presbott.
Boy, Camden really careless with the football early. You'll see the option action here. I don't think it was a good.
That was Thompson.
I don't think there was good spacing right there on that, and the timing was just completely disrupted. Camden lucky not to turn it over.
That was Thompson. Wyatt Thompson got on the ball. Just identified the quarterback himself who started the play. Yeah, that's just been – they've been out of sync early in this ball game. 3rd and 9. So you'll see the Ridgeview pass rush right here. Wyatt Thompson has been most of the offense thus far in this first drive for Camden. Empty backfield. 5 wides in the formation. He's going to look left. Going to be a little bubble screen out there. Tyler Drake was a playmaker. Here's a chance. And he might have spun down close. It's going to be about a yard short, Joe.
I would agree with you, Stacy. Looks like he's just short of the sticks. This is a quick toss out here to the left. Drakeford tries to get a block. He puts a foot in the ground, tries to get around the corner. He's able to fight for yardage, but he's going to be short of his first down.
If you're Ridgeview, you want 12 to come up there with a little Forrest Best that time and push him backwards. But he kind of caught him. It's going to be 4th down, and they're going to keep the offense on the field, it looks like right here. Ball's at the 32-yard line or so. The 33 is the line to make.
Brian Remp going to roll the dice, it looks like, here early, unless Thompson's going to quick kick it out of here.
Yeah, he's got a big running back, Navi Boykin, 225 pounds or so. And they move. And somebody liked to play a little too much. Looks like the left guard. Everybody's pointing, but that's going to be legal procedure. And they're going to do the Michael Jackson moonwalk 5 yards backwards, Joe.
Camden's second penalty here early.
Very interesting to see how that would have played out. We'll never know.
It looked like they were going to run right at Tellery.
They were, and that's an interesting. That's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a decision now. So Richard's going to put number 4 back around the 40-yard line to return. And this is Christian Jackson, the speedster. We talked about him before. The broadcast is one of our key players, only a sophomore, one of the faster sophomores in the state of South Carolina. 100-meter specialist. So he's dangerous in the punt game as well as a wide receiver. So we'll see how this first special teams play plays out. And it's going to be another timeout called Camden, it looks like.
Well, I was going to say, we're about to be able to pay all our bills here in the first 5 minutes of this game, Stacey, but we're going to keep it here. But well, kind of a weird start to this game. You know, you've seen Camden fumble it twice. First, a bad snap from center, and then the quarterback pitch-man relationship I don't think was all that good there. Pitch wasn't good. Camden lucky to fall on that and avoid a potential disaster for the second time early in this game. And you see head coach Brian Remp here at Camden, his 8th season. 3 times the Bulldogs have made a state championship game at the 3A level. They're now, of course, a 4A team, and all 3 times falling to Daniel.
Eastern Carolina graduate, a Raleigh native, and playing for the Baltimore Ravens with such greats as Ray Lewis in that locker room. So, again, he has some great NFL stories. I always say that every year. He has some good stories about being in Henderson. Those locker room talks by Ray Lewis back in the day, but he's an NFL guy. But he says, could you believe it's been 8 years since he's been here?
That's hard to believe. Time flies so fast, and he's got this Camden program really at a high level.
3 times to the title game. Daniel has ruined it every time. We called the Classic last year.
Oh, man, was that a great game.
Absolutely. Ball's going to hit, and Jackson, he grabbed it at the last second. He really wanted to run that back, but it was dangerous to touch it there. Ball's at the 38-yard line, and we get some natural sound here in our headphones, so I don't think the coaches liked.
The parabolic mics are working tonight, Stacy. You love to hear the audio from down there. But you mentioned that Daniel Camden State Championship game last year, Stacy. I'm not sure there could have been a better game in the state last year.
No.
That was an unbelievable football game. Coach Remp told me at media days he still has not watched the tape of that film as Daniel stopped Camden in overtime.
My barber's a Camden alum, play football and basketball here. He's still talking about it. He's still talking about that play. They stopped a yard or so short of a championship. That's Derek Howard right there, Morehouse alum. Played quarterback at Ridgeview back in the first early years of the school, and in his 4th year back this time. And that's Keith Aiden Keith, folks, if you like physical football, you're going to like number 27 in white. Aiden Keith, a junior running back, had a strong season last year as a 10th grader. He runs behind his pads. Mike Allstott is the comparison I make to him. Let's look at the Ridgeview offense brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Trey Howard, the coach's son, the sophomore quarterback. Spencer Bobian, Aiden Keith, the running backs. Gidron is not in tonight. He's out injured. Johnson and Jackson, wide receivers. Okada, Ladd, Brave Boy, Sultan. The Brave Boy twins on the offensive line. Aiden Keith got hit that time, is still churning. Kid is physical. I'll tell you, he's a load. Got hit, should have been a loss in the play. I think he's going to get a couple yards, and it's going to be third and about 3 for Ridgeview.
Coach Howard told me before the game they were going to run right at Camden. Camden wanted Ridgeview on the schedule, thinking they're going to throw the ball around, but we're going to see a hard-nosed ground and pound from Ridgeview.
Camden's lineup, Bracey, talked about early, Moses, Wilson, the D-line, Presbot, Freeman, Edwards, the linebackers, Wesley, JoJo Krim, Williams, Drakeford, and Hollingsworth. Drakeford and Krim will play both ways. They're stars on offense and defense, and both will probably be recruited at both positions. Trey Howard, the sophomore quarterback, going to roll right, throw right. Oh, got tangled up. The ref is going to call it. It might have been incidental. If I'm Camden, I'm upset right there. The feet got tangled up, but it affected the play. He was going for number 18 there, Hayden Morris, and it might have been incidental. If you Camden, you say let that go.
I kind of tend to agree, Stacy, but a lot of times, and no matter what, that's going to draw a flag, and this is going to be Camden's third penalty. DPI is going to give.
And what makes it
against Camden?
Yeah.
It's going to be 15 yards.
You see it right. That's a good ball too from Howard. I mean, this is right there. I mean,
that's what makes you throw it. If the ball's not close, I think they let it go.
That's a good ball.
It was right on him. He throws a good ball. Kid can spin it. And Coach Howard says all the time, he's with Dad, so he watches more film than anybody. He's there early, he stays late. Great mind for the game. Only about 5'9" or so, but they want him to get hopefully gets a little growth spurt. But he has a great arm. Keefe is in the backfield with Trey Howard right now, off to the right. 3 wides in the formation. They're going to give to Keefe again. Keefe slices it tonight. Aiden Keefe just runs hard. And he's going to pick up about 3.5 on that. That's a young man, a junior right there. He had an older brother that played, I think his brother's name was Max Keefe, played in the Ridgeview program as well as a running back some years ago.
Well, this is what Coach Howard told me before the game. I mean, again, going back to that. Camden wanted Ridgeview on the schedule, thinking they're going to throw the ball around. With the loss of Gidron, that kind of turns Ridgeview maybe more into a ground and pound kind of team.
And Christian Jackson, the speedster we talked about, he's got it around the right side. Good block. Tell you what, it was a good block that time by Keefe, and just churning. It's going to be a Will Degree Opportunity School first down for the Ridgeview Blazers, and it looks physical. Look around this right side. Look how physical this blocking is on this side right here.
Great blocking at the point of attack. Also give credit to number 88, Liam Muller, tight end. He got out there to kind of lead the way. Ridgeview getting a hat on a hat right there.
Columbia Police Department first down, now hiring with a $5,000 sign-on bonus for new sworn officers. Check them out if you're looking for a gig. Trey Howard's, that's Christian Jackson right on your screen. Trey Howard 3 is going to have Keefe to his left. They've been featuring Aiden Keefe. This time they fake it. Oh! Christian Jackson had 2 blockers in front of him, and he tried to run before he caught it, and going to put him behind the sticks at 2nd and 10. That was a well-designed play, Joe.
Had the flow going right, came back to the left, to Jackson out of the slot, and Stacy, you caught it. He tried to get up the field before he was able to reel in and tuck that football away, and when you do that, a lot of times you're going to drop it, and that happened right there. Ball was right on him, too. That play had potential.
Yeah, talking about Coach Howard, he was a running back at Morehouse, played quarterback. He was an offensive coordinator under Perry Parks, a guy you know well at Ridgeview.
Perry, Coach Parks well.
So Howard knows how to draw up some plays, and there's Trey Howard. Young Howard is going to run the ball down to about the 10-yard line. A run from the sophomore quarterback. Great play design once again in a lot of room, Joe.
And they fake the run play to Keefe. You see it right there. Then he gets a good block, go kick out right there. And he's able to put a foot in the ground, get right up field in a hurry. Got vertical quickly. Ridgeview offense on the move. It started at their own 39-yard line.
In the Jim Hudson red zone. Jim Hudson experienced it once, and you'll never forget. Also a Will Lugray, check that, a Columbia Police Department first down. It'll be first and goal to go. Well, these sticks are right in front of the goal, and that's Keefe just running over. Listen, Aiden Keefe just is looking for contact. You're not looking for Aiden Keefe. He's looking for you. And he's going to get the ball down into about the 2-yard line on that run. That's Mike Allstott. That's the Chris Berman, Mike Allstott noise.
That's what
right
you were talking about before the game. Watch Keefe. He's going to just bowl people over, and he did it right there.
In that Jim Hudson red zone, he looks good. He's looking for contact. They're coming downhill now. They're going to let the young man finish the drive, and he's going to bounce in and just stand up. Cadillac in, strike up. The Ridgeview High School fight song, touchdown Aiden Keefe, the junior, touchdown Ridgeview, and they hit pay dirt first. Take a look, Joe.
No doubt about this, and this is an impressive drive, Stacy. They had a one big pass play, but most of that, if not all of it, on the ground. That was a statement drive by that Ridgeview offensive front.
There was an MUSC touchdown right there by Aiden Keefe, our first MUSC touchdown of the ball game. That was an impressive drive for the Ridgeview Blazers. On for the extra point is 34, Isaiah Johannes. And that's bobbled. That snap was bobbled, and I mean, no good. Never had a shot. Never was caught cleanly. And we'll step away here. Blazers on top, 6-0 over the home Camden Bulldogs from the historic Zip Stadium. It's a good one on the FNR Game of the Week.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence has really built up since I've been here.
This place has shown me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Oh, we're having a good time here in Camden, South Carolina, 6-0. Blazers up Camden. We know they will answer two good teams going at it here on the FNR Game of the Week. And, of course, coming up in the Stewart Law Office's halftime report, we'll introduce you to this week's Scholar Athletes presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard. You can have it all in the South Carolina Army National Guard. My son's a proud member, as well as a retired Officer Joe Cashin right here in the booth with me. National Guard has been good to your family and mine.
Unbelievable. Able to retire from it.
That's
33
right.
years total, 23s, active duty, AGR, retired in 22, January of 22, and miss a lot of that camaraderie, Stacy. I don't necessarily miss drill weekends, but a lot of great men and women had the pleasure and the honor of serving with.
As always, I thank you for your service and all those out there who have served and are serving.
Your son?
Yeah, absolutely. My son included. We appreciate all of y'all. This is the Will Lucre Opportunity School kickoff. And it is a relatively short kick and good burst of speed on that right side. May have a chance over there. Gang tackle, but I tell you what, the Jets were ignited down to the 35-yard line. The Will Lucre Opportunity School, over 100 years, helping students build a better future. That's JoJo Krim, and he's just been dynamic. We've had him on our airwaves twice last year, regular season and in the championship game, and the year before that as a 10th grader. He's always been a kid making plays, and now Virginia Tech is hot on his heels, and I can name others. He has many D1, P4 schools calling his phone daily. So they'll take over right here. Camden will. Wyatt Thompson, the first-year starter. He's going to keep it again. A lot of room, a lot of green grass, shut down good. I'll tell you what, that's a good defensive play that time. That could have been a bigger gain. That was 24 Angel Brooks, because it looked like he had a truckload of room on the left side. They keep going to that, Joe, with Thompson.
Fake it to the running back, and again, Thompson takes it around the right side, gets a good seal-off block, and is able to pick up 5 yards on first down, stay ahead of the chains. Camden's got to hold on to the football, which they did not do in their first drive, and they were forced to punt.
Yeah, you give yourself a chance when you can't hold on to the leather. Stumble this time in the backfield. This time just another, the Turf Monster got Navi Boykin, the junior running back. He never got a chance to get on track. He's a big kid back in that backfield now.
No doubt about that. 5'10" and 222, the junior running back, Navi Boykin, just couldn't just get the feet going. And again, like you say, the Turf Monster with the tackle.
Turf Monster sometimes makes tackles at the wrong time. Don't show up in the stat machine, but I tell you what, that play had a chance, and that's behind the sticks now for Camden. Drakeford, the motion man, number 2. He's a spectacular young man as well, plays both ways, getting a lot of looks for the next level as well. And everything's going right this time. Thompson's going to throw it. He's got a man. It's Drakeford. He has Drakeford. Good throw, good catch, good gain for the Camden Bulldogs down to the Blazer 45-yard line. That's a Columbia Police Department first down for them.
Nice roll out by Thompson right here. He has time and kind of slings against his body, puts it right on the numbers to Tylen Drakeford. 16-yard pickup. Bulldogs move those chains. They're on the plus 50.
Georgia Southern's on that junior right there, Drakeford. Georgia Southern's already offered him. He'll get more. 5'11", 175 again. Plays slot receiver and some defensive back. He's in the motion man again this time, and they're going to fake it to him. And Wyatt Thompson has success holding that ball down. Oh, my God. Violent tackle. Pound driven down by number 28, Jakaya Johnson with a big hit.
That's a nice gain by Thompson, but he will
certainly
learn from this. Again, the fake and then the run to the left. That's going behind Camden's strength on their offensive front. But Thompson's able to pick up 6, but he kind of pays the price a little bit there for it. Still a good game for Camden.
Absolutely.
First down.
Absolutely. Well, good play designs on that left side, though, with Wyatt. They have a lot of room over there to operate, and Thompson does a good job being decisive. He's second down and relatively short. Nivey that time looks like he was going to bounce it outside, cut it back in the middle, and he's going to make it third and very short if he didn't get it. It's going to be close. It may be worth a measurement here. They're going to move it back, so it'll be third and about a yard for Camden.
And no question, 4-down territory.
Absolutely.
Went with pistol formation that time, just a little pitch sweep to the right for Navi Boykin. He was kind of able to pick his way through traffic, and Camden with a big play here as we get late in the first.
This game has been physical early. We have a couple of big hits on both sides here. Kids are flying around. I knew it would be this way. A lot of talent on both squads. Haven't played since 2005. They're going to the same. Oh, he cut it back this time. That's a good job by Thompson. Good job running. And he had a burst that time. I tell you what, that's a good first down. Columbia Police Department first down for Camden. Good job. Watch this, Joe.
Thompson able to pick his way through traffic. Great blocking up front. And give credit to number 70 right there, Ryan Lawson, the sophomore offensive lineman for Camden. He just for Camden rather, he just cleared the path for Thompson to just take that ball and scamper 15, and Camden marching towards that red zone.
Yeah, they have Ridgeview on roller skates with that going left. And now he can cut it back. He took the decision that time. He's been going left. He fooled him and came back inside that time and had room to run. So it'll be first down from the 23-yard line. Empty backfield. He's going to throw it out to Drakeford. Throw it behind him a little bit. That might have given the defender a chance to close because Drakeford had some room early. Pass slowed him down a little bit. Tackle again by Jakaya Johnson. Take a look.
Well, that's a great point you make here, Stacy. Instead of leading him upfield, he throws it behind him a little bit. He's got to take that time to catch it and then regather himself and try to get upfield. Doesn't gain much right there. Backed up, lucky to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So a little better pass, he might have picked up something.
Well said, absolutely. So as we second and 10, Navi Boykin in the backfield with Thompson. And he on the ground again. It's going to be a penalty. This may be a legal procedure. Joe's over here winding it up in the press, but he's doing his disco moves up here. Look, there he's winding it up. John Travolta.
On the offense.
Those old enough, our age know about Saturday Night Live.
Good audio on Ed Hockley tonight.
Man,
the calls from
the national anthem was loud as well too.
That's my guy Jimmy Townsend, who actually took my place. He replaced me in the 108 Public Affairs Detachment when
he belted that thing out.
Guard.
Yeah, he belted that thing out. I was about to enlist after he sang the national. I was about to go looking for.
You can hear that all the way to Lake Water East. People standing up on their boats out there.
I'm telling you, behind the sticks now, second down, and we'll call it about 14. About 14 for Camden. It's a passing situation, but they got 3 downs if it's 4-down territory. They're going to keep it on the ground with Tylen, and that's a good job. Good pursuit that time, 22 in white. Deshaun rushed across the line of scrimmage and made a shoestring tackle. That was a good job.
He bum rushed this play right here. You watch it, Stacy. Just the jet sweep to the right and kind of taking his time right there. Drakeford really know where to go. Play took a long time to develop and rush. Able to come up and make the stop, the TFL.
And that's going to be, they're going in the wrong direction now. They had it going, and I think that play around the left side with Thompson has been good to him. And that's 1 quarter in the books. This first quarter flew after an erratic start. We'll step away, 6-0 Ridgeview, but Camden driving. This is the Sonic FNR Game of the Week.
The National Desk. Context and perspective from America's news now.
Am I getting a dose of toxic chemicals just by eating this food?
Follow-up investigative reports
from the National Desk.
The connection to China and our food supply.
Choose America's News now, each weeknight from the National Desk.
The National Desk Weekend Edition, tonight at 12:30 a.m.
From the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to the one I have in my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Welcome back inside the Sonic Friday Night Rivals Game of the Week. Ridgeview 6, Camden 0 with the start of the second quarter. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth. Amanda Poole doing our usual great work on the sidelines. K-Paz and the folks in the truck having a great night as well. A great crew here on hand to make it happen for you. Live high school football, 10th year for Sonic FNR. And Thompson, a little too high for Krim, and they had success with that play rolling right early. That's the one completion they had. And now, Joe, we're looking at 4th down and a long-distance phone call.
I think Camden will go for this, too, here. Kind of ran this play into the short side of the field, ball on this near right hash, and Thompson put it on him, but I don't think I think he was ready for it out there. And so it's going to be 4th and long here, 4th and about 19.
4th and 19. And the thing is, if you don't get this, if you get some of it, it's probably okay. But if you throw an incomplete pass and you give Ridgeview the ball to 30, that ain't the worst thing in the world. But it ain't great when you look at you were almost in the red zone a few plays ago. It's got to be a disappointment. Empty backfield for Thompson. He's going to look over the middle this time, and now to the left. Oh, this might go. This might go. It's going to be a foot race. Touchdown, Camden. Great play call. Great throw. Great catch. Strike up. The Bulldog fight song. What a play. Misdirection. It's the MUSC touchdown. Thompson on the pass.
Watch Trayvon Wright. He just drags across the middle, and no one really picks him up. And the only person who had a shot there for Ridgeview was Angel Brooks, and he didn't have an angle. And that's just foot speed. That's just all Trayvon Wright. Once he catches that pass, he goes 31 yards for the touchdown, and how about that for a 4th down conversion?
And I talked about a letdown. If you don't get that off the drive, that's a letdown for Camden. But Ridgeview, you got a team 4th and 19 to give up 6. That's got to hurt. Strike up that Camden Bulldog fight song. They used to ring the bell. Like the bell went into the stadium, they would ring on a touchdown. And this time, hands to the sky. Camden's extra point is good. They take the 1-point lead, 7-6 over the Ridgeview Blazers at Zip Stadium, historic Camden, South Carolina. Sonic Friday Night Rivals. It's a good one, folks.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
I got hurt at work. I slipped and fell off a forklift. I thought my employer was going to take care of me, but then all of a sudden I started seeing all kind of crazy stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call Stewart Law Firm. Came straight to my house, treated me with respect. My ex-employer tried to deny my payments, but my attorney made sure they took care of that. If it was people in this room and they were hurt and they didn't know where to go to, I would tell them to call Stewart Law Offices.
Glad to have you with us here on a beautiful night for high school football. There's nothing quite like high school Friday night football in the state of South Carolina. Stacy Huff, Joe Cashin here with you. Amanda Poole on the sidelines. They give them a little water break here down below. It's a little humid, but not necessarily hot. It rained a little bit earlier tonight. And it's been 2 touchdown drives, 1 for each team. The Blazers fumbled the extra point snap. Camden did not. You see the crowd right there. It smells like team spirit.
Stacy, quickly, that was a 10-play drive by Camden. Covered 65 yards, took 4:50 off the clock. Trayvon Wright, 31-yard pass from Aiden Thompson on 4th and 19.
That's brutal if you're Ridgeview.
Brutal.
That's beautiful if you're Camden. That's a great way to respond. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School kickoff coming up for you right now. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School, for 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future. Camden kicking off in their gray, white hats, if you will, white lids. That ball may go out of bounds, and it does. Ridgeview is in the white with the gray pants, silver helmets, and that's going to be a penalty. I think they usually put that on the 35 or so, I think, after it goes out of bounds, but that's the flag that went down for the ball going out of bounds.
Yep, 35.
So Trey Howard, the sophomore quarterback, and his speedy offense will take the field.
Only their second possession, too, Stacy.
Yeah.
They only had 1 in the first quarter. Camden dominated time of possession, but Ridgeview made it count with that 61-yard touchdown drive, and now they get to see if they can go ground and pound again like they did on that first possession.
Yeah, that first quarter kind of flew by, didn't it?
Which is good.
Yeah, we have no problem with that.
That's what we like.
Yeah, we have no problem with that now. It's all right. We love it. We love it. And I tell you what, we advertise good plays and big plays, and we've seen a couple already early. That 4th down conversion is probably a candidate for a play of the game. That was huge.
Yeah, if you're Derek Howard at Ridgeview, you just got to be like
Yeah.
4th and 19, and you got to get them off the field. But give credit to Camden. They drew up a good play and executed it well.
Yes, great play call by Camden. And
Lewis Clyburn, the OC at Camden, one of the best.
And there's some more conversation. This is how the first quarter kind of started. We're starting the second quarter a little bit similar. I guess the ball, they want to put the ball on another hash, maybe, is what's going on. They just moved the ball over a few yards, I'm not sure. So that's where Trey Howard will take over. The touchdown maker, Aiden Keefe, number 27, to his left. 3 wide receivers in the formation. And they're going to give it to Keefe up the middle. He just runs hard, man. Not a lot happening. Good job getting hats to the ball if you're Camden. They kind of know he's coming now. Good gang tackle job by the defense.
No negative plays, Stacy. he's going north and south.
Yeah.
And he's going to pick up 2, 3, 4, 5 yards on first down. And if you're Ridgeview, you got to like that. You're fine with that.
Yeah. And that's kind of the way you shorten the game also. That's they had the one drive, but they took their time. And he got about 3 on that, 3 and a little smidge. They're going to try. This time Howard's going to go left and throw it long. And he has 10 out there. Young man, I tell you, they have good receivers everywhere. Darius Carter, another good-looking 10th grader. They have a good young wide receiver crew. No seniors.
I'm going to tell you this, too. What a ball here you throw it by Trey Howard. Rolling out to his left, he puts his ball. Look at where the ball is. Puts it right on the money. 30 yards down the field.
Beautiful throw. He can spin it now.
Yes.
I've been hearing about his kid's arm since he was in the 8th grade. Coach Howard, again, coached him up well. Dad is a quarterback. That's a Columbia Police Department first down for Ridgeview. The ball's inside the 40 at the 37-yard line. Howard faked the Keefe, and this time he's going to the right side. Oh, Carter was not looking for the ball. Darius Carter did not get his head around. He didn't expect the ball that time, and that could have been a pick. That's Carter on your screen right there.
Yeah, that was danger time for Ridgeview.
Yeah, he seemed to have no idea the ball was coming, and the Camden defender had a better shot at the ball, but had so much heat on it. Carter like he's breathing a little hard. Again, good-looking 10th grader at wide receiver, as is Christian Jackson. Now, Jackson has not caught one, I don't believe. Had an end-around run that was impressive. He's right here in the slot on that near sideline. Let's see if Christian Jackson gets a touch right here on 2nd and 10. Howard's going to give it to, a lot of room over there with Keefe. Oh, good ankle tackle that time by Tyler Drakeford. That played like it was going to go big, and Drakeford might have saved a first down and more.
I think he might have saved even more, Stacy. You just called it. I mean, he might have been the last line of defense as Keefe got some good blocking off that right side of his offensive front. Hit that hole hard. And, well, that's a great play by Drakeford to to be the last line of defense. Keith breaks that tackle, he might still be running.
Absolutely, might be running toward I-20 over here. We were over here by the historic Camden site over here, where the stadium basically touches the property of historic Camden, the monuments and the bells and whistles. And you hear the bell tolling right now on third down. Trey Howard gonna look, he's gonna run. He has room on the right side. He gets a block over there. He's still going. Trey Howard, I thought he was going out of bounds, and I also thought it was going to might have been a hold over there, but it's like they blocked it clean, and he stayed in bounds. That's a big first down run for the sophomore quarterback, Joe.
Big time run by Trey Howard as he's able to scramble out. He wants to pass it, nobody down the field. Good upfield rush by Camden, but he puts a foot in the ground and says, look, I'm going to take this myself. Gets a good block over there, hits the boundary. And Ridgeview in that red zone, Stacy.
Yeah, Jim Hudson red zone right there. Columbia Police Department first down for the Blazers there. Moving. Howard's going to swing it out to Jackson. Just too much on that one. That was too high and wide that time, but it was a man over there covering anyway. It was well defensed, I believe, that time by Camden. Logan Freeman, number 12, was over there.
He wanted Christian Jackson out of the slot and just put a little too much mustard on that one.
Yeah, that Jim Hudson red zone. Jim Hudson experienced it once, and you'll never forget. Both teams have moved the ball pretty well, and we've had some really spectacular plays. Some of them, like that fourth down play, was just a perfectly drawn up play. Both offensive staffs doing a great job. Keefe is going to move from left to right behind Howard. Howard high snap a little bit. Keefe had nowhere to go. Good job. He never had a chance. The defensive front of Camden shut it down like a fire marshal at a frat house party.
I knew you were coming with that one. And it was big Dontrell Wilson, the junior inside defensive lineman for Camden, who really just exploded through here. You watch it right here. Wilson just is not going to get blocked. Right from the snap, he takes two guys, really. Watch him just blow this play up.
He just discarded the defensive lineman. He just shoved him out of the way.
He did.
Beautifully done. That's going to bring up third, and I think they moved.
They did. Camden jumped.
And that's just a mental error. You got him where you want him. You got him in behind the sticks. And you give him five free yards.
5 yards. Remains third down.
That's Camden's 6th penalty here in this first half.
It's still.
And none so far for Ridgeview.
Well, exactly. They want to play it clean, but Camden's also put it on the ground a couple times, but they made up for it with that great touchdown drive. What that did right there, though, was now you, with those five free yards, you now make it might be 2 down territory. It might be 4 down territory right here if they get anything on third down. Trey Howard was a new running back in the ball game. He goes around the right side. Might have had room on the left, but they're pushing the pile down to about the 18-yard line.
Bradley Wilson nowhere near a first down, and now decision time for Coach Howard.
He's going to bring the kicker on. He has a lot of faith in Isaiah Johannes, the junior kicker. Now, Parker White is a name that's familiar to a lot of Gamecock fans. Parker White is the kicking coach for the Ridgeview Blazers. Parker White decided to take that job over the spring, I believe it was, going into the summer. And he's having a good time over there at Ridgeview and the staff over there. And Parker White had a great career for the Gamecocks, and he's been coaching up this young man right here, Isaiah Johannes. Joe, you can tell him how far that is. I believe they'll say, according to my ciphering, that's like a 34-yard field goal.
We'll say 34-yard field goal off the right hash.
Yes, I like it. So we'll see right now. The last snap wasn't good, and the hold was good. That one didn't get down. It was bobbled. That snap was bobbled as well. And somebody got a hand on it also. We'll get the number of that, but that snap was not clean. So Ridgeview comes away empty. So next time in that situation, what do you think they do? Maybe go for it?
Got to go for it. I mean, that is 2 snafus they've had in the kicking game so far. A botch snap on the extra point, and then they couldn't get Camden blocked right there. And that's 4 points you've left on the field right there if you're Ridgeview.
Without a doubt. The kick is not a gimme right there, but it's definitely makeable, you believe. And take a look, right? Look, watch. He did not have he kind of had adjusted in his hand, and that gives 4.
Looked like Evan Prescott got a fingertip on it. It took a long time to get that snap kind of set by the holder. That gave Prescott, I think he got a couple of fingertips on it. And
yes, he did.
It went awry.
Awry, right. Straight even. Rolling right again. They've had success rolling Thompson out right, and this one's just nowhere to go this time. He probably should have got rid of that one, and he fumbled it late as he went out of bounds, but the ball went out of bounds harmlessly. That's dangerous, Joe, with all those white jerseys around.
You're just gasping for air if you're Camden. You're watching that over there, and Thompson just a whole lot of white and purple around him, surrounding him. Yeah, it'll be a loss of about 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, at some point you might want to go and just sling that out of bounds and live to fight another day. But he's an aggressive kid, though. I like him. He plays physical, plays tough, and runs it up there well, and shows the quicks. He's an athletic kid. again, play some safety.
Big shoes to fill, as you mentioned earlier. Big shoes to fill here at Camden with talking about a Grayson White, former quarterback.
Nothing but 2 championship games.
Yep.
There's now Newberry.
Unbelievable career.
Absolutely.
Amanda did a great job. Great story on him earlier.
Yes, a couple of weeks ago, about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Second down and long, and Thompson can do that counter step this time, and just too many white jerseys at the time. He's taking some punishment right. He's still fighting, though. He's a strong kid, but they're still now third down. They're going to be behind the sticks. It's going to be third and about 11.
You see it right here again. This is a design quarterback run all the way, but the Ridgeview defense starting to load that box up with some more numbers to try to stop that Wyatt Thompson scramble game that Camden is going to a lot here early.
They're going to make them show they can throw the ball at some point. But if Wyatt Thompson's had some success, especially on that left side over there with some runs. Let's see if they remember the fourth down play. They misdirected, fake right, and everything flowed back left. Let's see if we see that again right here. Until Ridgeview adjust to it, I wouldn't change it. You got to show me you can stop it. And this time you got Krim on the left side. JoJo Krim has been silent thus far. This might be a time, and this is going to be a pre-snap penalty. Which
I think you might have a delay call here, because this
it's been a while.
Took a long time, Stacy, to try to get a little discombobulated. The dogs appear.
Absolutely. Let's see what they're going to take their time and yep, it is delayed. He's delayed with the call. He demonstrated it. So I'm going to show you the delay of game. I'm going to take my time and show you what they did. That's Coach Rimpf right there. Brian Rimpf. I always love talking to the young man. He enthusiastic guy. See him at the basketball. We do the basketball games around Camden. He's always there as well. Nice throw. Got him, and that's a touchdown. This is going to be a touchdown. Tylen Drakeford, nothing with green grass and opportunity. Tylen Drakeford is going to cruise into the end zone, throw, catch, strike up. The Camden Bulldog fights on. Tylen Drakeford for the MUSC touchdown. Take it to the house, young man.
This is just not good tackling by Ridgeview. This should have been a big gainer and being tackled right there. And 2 guys just whiff on Drakeford at the 35, and he takes this 86 yards to the house. Big play by the Camden Bulldogs. Again, a 3rd and long situation. First time it was 4th and 19. That time it was 3rd and about 16 for Camden. Well, if you're Derek Howard and Ridgeview, you just got to be pulling your hair out. You're like, you got to stop them. Just bad tackling.
Drakeford, 5'11", 175 junior. That was a great job keeping his balance. And that's what happens when you don't wrap up, Joe.
Exactly.
Everybody wants to make the highlight hit, but you got to wrap up at some point. Foot to leather, hands to the sky. Camden at home here. They ring the bell. Up 14-6 over Ridgeview on the Sonic Friday Night Rivals high school football game.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Welcome back inside a good one here on the Sonic FNR Game of the Week from Camden, South Carolina. Camden just went up 14-6 on a big aerial strike. Of course, coming up, speaking of strikes, coming up at halftime, Stuart Lawson's halftime report will introduce you to this week's Scholar Athletes presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard. You can have it all with the South Carolina Army National Guard. We look forward to that, celebrating outstanding Scholar Athletes. And it's now time for once again, the Will Luke Ray Opportunity School kickoff. Camden kicking off for the 3rd time in the ball game.
Stacey quickly, 3 plays, 81 yards, 158 off the clock for Camden. 86-yard touchdown pass after the penalty. Wyatt Thompson to Tylen Dregford.
Short kick. We fielded at about the 21-yard line for Ridgeview. They're going right to left on your screen. This is Christian Jackson, the speedster. Didn't get a chance to get the speed unleashed, but he did get the ball to the 39-yard line. Ridgeview will scrimmage from right there, just after just giving up 2 huge plays on defense. Credit to Camden. But Ridgeview coaches got to be kicking themselves about not wrapping up. And Ridgeview offense has to answer now, down 8 after taking a 6-0 lead.
I think this is an important drive here, Stacey. I mean, Camden has scored on each of their last 2 possessions. If you're Ridgeview, you need to stay in striking zone. You need to take this ball right here, matriculate it down the field, put some more points on the board here halfway through the second.
There's Coach Ramp right there on your screen. The bearded one. Trey Howard in his offense with Aiden Keefe to his left. 4 wides in the formation. He looked at Chris McDonald on the right side and couldn't get it to him. And it's going to be a flag down, and we'll see what the call is. But Trey Howard thrown down violently on that sideline. Like he want to go to Chris. Like he want to go to the young sophomore in the ball game, and just it wasn't there.
And we highlighted Tanner Bracey for Camden as a player to watch in our opening, and well, he really put the pressure that time on Howard. He looked like Howard he gave the pump, right? He wanted to pump and go, kind of an out and up, maybe didn't have it, and then when that play wasn't there, everything broke down for Ridgeview.
Yeah, Chris McDonald's a young man I was talking about in the game. He's one to watch. Another good sophomore receiver, number 6. They look like they're pointing at Camden, but I'm not sure. Still no indication who the penalty was against. Because usually they didn't come to Ridgeview side and ask if they would accept or not. So I'm wondering who was it on. They haven't spoken to either coach, I don't think.
Not sure what was over there in that area that would have drawn the laundry on the field.
A lot of inquiring minds wants to know. Well, that one gentleman right there in the darker beard.
You got Marshall Minnick standing there with a beard, too. He's a bearded one, too.
He got the beard going, the arm tats and everything. He's got the whole anarchy look over there.
Marshall's great people, too.
Yeah, yes, a good guy. Now, there's a lot of pointing, though. I'm starting pointing, too. They're pointing over here, this guy over here. What you got? What do you have going on, sir? What did you see? Okay. You think they're getting their sonic orders for the rest of the game?
These guys look like, on the tarmac trying to direct the plane is the direction.
The one guy said, no onions for me. So face mask, that's going to be bad. That's going to be bad. Finally, we get an indication. It's only the 5-yarder on Camden. The bad thing about that is maybe automatic first down with it, but it's only 5 yards. It could have been the 15. Take a look. Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Ooh, did he grab the jersey though?
He had the mask first, and then he grabbed the jersey. Yeah, but he didn't have it long. That's why it's the 5 yards. He stopped there, and I think he was going for the jersey and got caught up. I don't think he meant to grab the face mask at all, but the one referee saw it, and I guess the other one maybe was talking to him, maybe saying, did he tug it? He tugged the shirt. He didn't tug the mask. He touched it. He grabbed it, looked briefly, and then touched the shirt afterwards. Had he jerked that mask, though, that's the 15-yarder. So that's probably what they were talking about. Yeah, I think his hand rested there for a moment, but he pulled the jersey. Okay. That is still the 5-yarder. They get the balls at about the 34, check that, the 44-yard line.
Camden's 7th penalty now, and that wipes out what would have been a significant loss because the ball got punched out at the end.
Yeah. So a lot of conversations there after that one. It's going to bring up first down and 5. And now a timeout may be called Ridgeview. Yeah, Coach Derek Howard wants a timeout. He wants to chat about it a little bit. So, Joe, again, if you're Ridgeview right now, you don't mind a long drive, especially if it can bring you within, you can get a chance to 2 points to tie it. You don't mind that, but you know the last time that field goal was not an option. So you're looking at, once you get across midfield, everything's got to be 4 downs, right?
No question. I think with the kicking game right now, you're looking at no field goals if you're Ridgeview. An interesting conversation here when what the discussion is. 1st and 5 puts you in good position here. You can kind of do what you want to on 1st down and 5. But again, we're talking about how I think this is a crucial drive here for Ridgeview. They kicked off to start the game, won the toss deferred, so maybe a chance to double down here with still a long time to go in the second quarter. So Camden likely will get the ball back and have it at least one more time. But if you're Ridgeview, I think critical here to go get some points on the board, stay within striking distance.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for the time. They got a video plan. I want to see the exact time we have left.
6:26.
They'd love to take 6 minutes and score. But I tell you what, Christian Jackson has not really had a catch yet, so he's 4 wides, 3 to this side. Chris McDonald, I just mentioned. Christian Jackson on this side right here, and 8 also in the ball game for Ridgeview. Briggs, let's see if he looks left this time. Might be an Aiden Keefe situation. He does look left, and that's Christian Jackson. I just talked him up. He kept his footing, and that's a good throw and catch. Trey Howard and Christian Jackson down to about the 41-yard line. That's a Columbia Police Department first down for Ridgeview. Let's go down and check in with Amanda. What's up, Amanda?
Hey guys, quarterback Trey Howard there for Ridgeview, year 2 as a starter for his dad, Derek, as we've mentioned. And I asked Derek kind of, what about him has really improved, and he says he's been more confident and he's able to be in the moment a lot easier, and says he makes good decisions. And normally with young quarterbacks, that's hard to find, but he's been able to make pretty good decisions. I did have to ask about the father-son relationship and about those car ride homes, and he said those car rides can be quite quiet, and they're glad to have buffers like positional coaches that help buffer through the son and father moments.
Absolutely. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. Yeah, I talked to Coach Howard on the phone this weekend. He loves it. It's a labor of love, though. Coaching your son, if a lot of people listening in at home have experienced that, it can be interesting. Sometimes you do have to have buffers. It's an interesting dynamic, but fathers love to be able to coach their son at some point in their careers. Howard's going to roll the shoulders and double move. Christian Jackson makes a man miss. And this is going to be a foot race, and you're not going to catch Christian Jackson, one of the top 100-meter kids in the state. Strike up. The Ridgeview Blazer fights on. Christian Jackson, the outstanding sophomore receiver with the MUSC touchdown. And what a throw, what a catch, what a play call.
How about a move, though, by Christian Jackson? Watch this. The only defender with a chance. Whoop! There he goes. That's going to be on one of your season highlights right there, Stacy. That's just an all-everything move by Christian Jackson. The ball right on him from the outset. And well, that was just a tremendous play by Christian Jackson, the sophomore wideout, and he gets to the end zone, 42 yards.
Sophomore to sophomore, young crew. Gidron, the outstanding young man we talked about who's out injured with a knee injury, he's only a junior. Darius Carter had the other catch earlier as a 10th grader. Chris McDonald's a 10th grader. Young special group of skill players, and that's going to be hands to the sky. They went for the 1, so it'll be 14-13. Camden over Ridgeview, and we have a really good one cooking right here, Joe. I'm excited about this ball game. You're watching the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week, and that's a Mark Brown Law Firm Play of the Game nominee right there. Mark Brown brings you our play of the game each and every week. Shout out to Mark Brown for making it happen. That's one of the early candidates. I tell you what, that 4th and 19 might be in consideration as well, Joe.
And I'm kind of glad to see Derek Howard right there rely and have faith and trust in his kicking game and not go for 2 right there. I'm one of these people that you don't go for 2 unless you have to, right? I mean, because you leave points on the board an awful lot when you do that. You believe and trust in your kicker and your special teams. Go ahead and kick that extra point.
Right.
They did that. Able to keep it here. Even if Camden goes and scores, it's still a 1-score game.
Right.
Love kicking an extra point right there.
Yeah, you don't chase that 1 point early. You're right.
No, you don't.
Too early to chase the first half. And I said they don't mind taking 6. That's Christian Jackson right there. Wouldn't mind taking the 6 minutes. Look how young he looks. Sometimes, look at that. That's a young face there. That's a 10th grade face right there. Kid's going to get bigger, stronger, faster. He's already about 5'11 and a half, 175. The colleges will call a lot of next Saturday players on both of these squads. Camden's loaded with good young players, so is Ridgeview. That kid there is very, very fast and very talented. Stepping in big shoes. Gidron not here. Jordan Gidron. LSU is in town to play the Gamecocks, and both of those teams have offered Jordan Gidron. And unfortunately had a meniscus surgery earlier this week. Score is 14-13. We'll get that corrected on our screen right there after that extra point from Ridgeview.
Ridgeview, 3 plays, 61 yards, just 1:15 off the clock, 42-yard pass play. Trey Howard to Christian Jackson, PAT good. And Stacy, we've got, you mentioned this early, we've got a good one brewing here in the historic Zemp.
I thought it was a can't miss when I saw it on the schedule. And that last kick was a Will LaGree Opportunity School kickoff. It did go into the end zone. So Camden will take over, trying to answer the answer to the answer. It didn't went out of bounds, so it's going to be at the 35-yard line. I couldn't tell. I thought it might have trickled in. So good catch, Joe. It went out of bounds right before the pylon there. So 35-yard line, pretty good field position for Wyatt Thompson, who's had a a good first half against a tough defense and two big plays, 2 big touchdown throws for Thompson. He's going to roll left this time, looking for some room, and he's going to throw it. And this time, did it hit the ground?
Nope.
It's caught. That's an interception. Ridgeview Blazers, number 5, Quincy Grant. And Camden said it hit the ground. I wasn't sure, but the referee was willing to catch at the 49-yard line.
I don't think it did, Stacy. I think this is a good catch. I'd like to see it again, but I think Quincy Grant makes the pick right here. It's going to be close. You see Thompson rolling out to his left, fires it down the field. Kind of a tip drill ball right here. Let's see if we get the the look.
Yeah, he caught that.
That's great camera work to be able to get
job,
that.
guys.
I think
Thank
that's
you.
a good interception. Got his hands underneath, was able to secure the pigskin.
There are no better camera folks than the ones we work with right here. Shout out to all those folks.
No
Doing
question.
a great job.
Yep.
Weather, glitches, nothing bothers them. That's that shot of the young man. They get the shot. That was. Listen, the referee wish he had that look right there, but he got it right anyway. So that's why Joe and I we could officiate because we get the best views.
I can't see though.
Ridgeview takes over and Keefe is getting strung out. Good job by Camden. Aiden Keefe just refusing to go down. Aiden Keefe he's still up. Aiden Keefe never went down. Aiden Keefe is running. Aiden Keefe is going to score. Touchdown. Aiden Keefe, number 27 for Ridgeview. He refused. That's the crab drill. Strike up the Ridgeview Blazer fight song. What a run. What determination. That's an MUSC touchdown by that kid. I told you, he's a player you love if you love physical football.
Watch this. It's just a little sweep to the left. He gets some good blocking, but is able to make it all on his own. Now, he gets caught up in the wash right here, but he never goes down. It doesn't seem like a knee ever touches the ground. It doesn't. He's able to keep his feet and give credit to big number 74 out here. Big Ephraim Ukata.
He helped him up.
Helped him up and said, hey, son, there's the end zone that way. You take the ball.
That is a Mark Brown Law Firm Player of the Game nominee, and that's the crab drill they teach you in football camp. That's back in the day. They've done it back in before the turn of the century, Joe, when I played a little football for a minute.
Leather helmet style.
Yes, sir, before the turn of the century. The Chesterfield Golden Rams are 4-0, by the way.
Touchdown.
It's a touchdown call, and it's going to be might be an unsportsmanlike conduct after the.
Unsportsmanlike.
Yes.
On the white team.
Might be a little too much celebration, too much exuberation. But that's when you're going to celebrate right there. That was a heck of a play. That deserves some highlight reel attention from across the country. Aiden Keefe, what a run, keeping that fit. He put a fist in the ground. He put his glove in the ground and kept his balance.
Amazing to be able to keep his balance through the wash right there as Camden unable to get him on the ground. And then again, give credit to big number 74, his left tackle, Ephraim Ukata, kind of helped him along right there, did he?
From Ukata, a man who's a senior offensive lineman on Johannes in for another extra point attempt. He was good on the last one. 34. Good snap, good hold. Hands to the sky. Ridgeview Blazers up 20-14 now. 14 unanswered after going down. Take a look at this run right here.
Yeah, we said it again. I mean, watch right there. He's able to put a stiff arm on the Camden defender, Tristan Hollingsworth, and then another defender has a shot, not able to bring him down. And again, there's Ukata. He said, hey, stay on your feet, man. Let's go to the end zone, young fella.
Good valiant effort by 12 right there for Camden, but just too little too late. Jordan, I checked that was 12. Logan Freeman, the senior, but just not enough green left to catch him before the end zone, and Aiden Keefe is going to talk about that one. And when he's a grandfather, that'll be an 80-yard run, but it was still a touchdown. It was still a good job. He'll add some yards. So there he is on your screen right there. He sees the camera. He sees the camera. He knows Joe Cashin is in the building.
That's the first person he's thinking about, right?
Joe Cashin, just for you, Joe Cashin, you're in the building.
And speaking of Keefe with 71 yards rushing, you saw it right there.
Man.
2 touchdowns in this game. He's an early candidate for player of the game. But this unsportsmanlike really hurts.
Yeah, it does.
Really hurts here. They call that against Ridgeview.
Okay. Yeah, it was on Ridgeview.
Okay, all right.
So this kickoff is going to be back a little bit. They're going to kick from the. It's going to be from the 25-yard line.
Yep. And give credit on that, setting all of that up for Ridgeview. It was great dexterity by their safety. Quincy Grant made the interception.
You beat me with the dexterity, huh? Okay. Nice adroitness.
Adroitness.
Yes. Yeah, Quincy Grant deserves an assist for that. President Grant. So Isaiah Johannes, 34, will put foot to leather at the 25-yard line, 10 yards further back than he would because of the unsportsmanlike conduct. Needs a good kick. It's a pretty solid kick right now, but they got some speed back here for Camden. Better stay in your lanes. This kid, JoJo Krim, can hurt you. He's got room around it. That's a hold right there. 14's jersey was almost torn off his body right there. They didn't call it. The coach's staff was around it in. He had his jersey snatched around. That's a good return by Krim. I love watching that kid run. He's so smooth. And Camden will take over at the 42-yard line. And, you know, they're loaded with skill players. Quarterbacks look good. Drakeford's had a big play in the ball game, and that young man Krim can score from anywhere on the field. So watch out right here. In this last 4:36, we might not be done with scoring in the first half.
I don't think we are, Stacy. It looked like we might be there for a little bit, talking about how Ridgeview needed to stay close. Now, all of a sudden, here in the span of about a minute and a half of game time, they've taken the lead.
Ridgeview up 6 early, got a 14-0 run by Camden, and now another 14-0 run answered from Ridgeview. Navi Boykin, counter step. He has room over there. A lot of room to run. The big man, they got low. That's the only way to get him down. He tried to run someone over. That's a big run. Columbia Police Department first down from Navi Boykin, the 225-pound junior running back.
You call the counter play. Starts right, comes back to the left. Navi Boykin puts a foot in the ground, and there's no defender in sight out there. And he's able to scamper ahead for about 18 yards in the Camden first down.
That's a great run off that left side right there. Ball's at the 45-yard line of Ridgeview, and that was a physical finish by Navi Boykin. Coach Rem thinks a lot of that kid. They'll ride him and they trust him to carry that load for him. He's going to fake it to Drakeford, and Wyatt Thompson thought he had room in the middle right there, but he got shut down. He is still driving his legs. That kid has shown a lot of toughness in this first half. Even when it looks like a loss, he's able to lean forward and bring that physicality that he had as safety to the quarterback position.
That'll remind you of Keith and his hard running for Ridgeview.
Yeah.
Wyatt Thompson just sticks his nose right up in there in the wash, right in the action in there, and he's able to grind out about 3 tough yards.
Historic Zemp Stadium. Our location tonight, beautiful here. I always have to tell the story, Joe. I had my one career catch here from Chesterfield.
How about that?
Yards. I always have to tell the story, 55-yarder.
There's a plaque down there in the end zone,
one
Stacey,
career catch. One career catch, so I averaged 55 yards per catch. How about that?
There's a plaque down there for you, I believe.
Boykin up the middle. He looks like he was going bigger, but somebody got low that time and tripped him up. But I tell you what, he's getting behind those pads, Tony. He's getting warmed up, Joe.
Well, that's what you want to do. Run behind your pads. You want Camden offensive front to get a hat on a hat with that Ridgeview defensive line. Camden looking at 3rd down and short here. You got to do a lot right here with 3rd down at about 3.
Yeah, play caller's dream, and they've kept the ball primarily in the hands of Wyatt Thompson. So they'll roll him one way or the other. Either he'll keep it, pitch it, or throw it. He's really been the catalyst for this offense. A little pistol formation looks like here in this one. Shotgun with Navi Boykin behind him. He'll give it to Boykin on that. He'll try that left side, and nobody wanted a part of Navi Boykin. He just drives the pile. Big, strong run for the junior running back. That's going to be a Columbia Police Department first down for Camden. They pounded Ridgeview on that left side now.
We wind down towards the end of the first half. Camden wants to score this football and go into the locker room with the lead. It's good hard-nosed running that time by Navi Boykin. You called it.
Yeah, he's a kid who, like I said, they count on. They played a tough schedule. He had some big plays against Hartsville, some good tough runs against Hartsville last week, had a win in a rivalry game. They're going to put Drakeford in motion, fake it to Drakeford, and there's that guy again. Good speed to avoid the first man, but more white jerseys coming. That was close to being a loss, but he quicker than he looks.
I think the first defender missed right here, able to step out of one tackle. You see it right here. Thompson's able to do that, but then takes a couple of big hits right there. That's about as tough a yard to pick up as you're going to see.
Frederick Elijah Cullum, senior linebacker number 7. He came with a little wood that time.
He's in a bad mood out there.
Yeah, he came violence on his mind. 4 wides, 5 wide receivers in this Saturday. Empty backfield for Thompson. He's going to look left. This is Drakeford. Good job by Ridgeview getting that. Is that 21? I think Caden Harris. He got down in a hurry. 24. Check that. 24.
Yeah, Brooks. Angel Brooks watch him close and make a tackle right here. Looks like this play had potential, but when there's not much of a block right there, Brooks is able to get in there, make a sure stop this for a loss.
Angel Brooks with an innocent angelic tackle that time. I work on it. I workshop that a little bit. Workshop that a little bit more. Timeout has been called. Both teams conversing with the coaches right now. This is going to be a big last couple of minutes here. 1:22 in this half. The lead is in the balance right here. Camden would love to take a 1-point lead into the locker room. Ridgeview trying to hold on. A 6-point lead after a rally. It's been a rally, an answer to an answer to an answer. Ridgeview up 6-0. Camden 14 points. Ridgeview 14 points. Camden, because Ridgeview, as you mentioned, Joe, gets the ball to start the third quarter.
Yes, they do, and it's important if their defense to try to keep Camden out of the end zone here. If you're Derek Howard, you really love this lead at halftime if you can take it. If you can keep Camden off the board here at the end of the half. Now, one of the things that Coach Brian Ripp has done lately is hire one of the best golf coaches in the country. My brother-in-law, Clayton Daniels, golf coach at Camden, former college All-American. I played golf with him on a good bit up at Camden Country Club.
And I'm not good at
He's a little bit better than me. But,
both y'all are better than me. Shout out to shout out to the young man. Say his name again.
Clayton Daniels. He's
Clayton. Shout out
brother-in-law. Yep. He's one of the best golf coaches out there, and good player, good person.
You know a little bit about Camden, right?
I do a little bit.
Class of '87.
Class of '87. That's right. Sister graduated here. Grew up in a house probably, I don't know, 10 minutes from here. 10, 15 minutes up 97. So.
Yeah, I had to tell my Chesterfield story. The Rams are 4-0. I had to tell your Camden story.
Look at that, yeah.
The Rams are 4-0. Matt Quinn.
Good for them.
Yeah. Beat C.A. Johnson here in Columbia, over in Columbia last night on a Thursday game. 3rd and 9. This is a big play for Camden. They're going to roll Thompson right, and he has his man over there. Ridgeview comes up, and that's going to be short of the first down, and he stayed in bounds. So the clock rolls. That's a big collision over there. And that was 11 that time. He's a good-sized kid as well for Camden. That's Chance Dixon, 5'11", 220. He's limping. He got up limping. Joe's going to be 4th down at about 3 or 4. They're keeping the offense on the field.
Yep. Clock under a minute.
Yeah, they want to make sure, even if they don't get it, Ridgeview won't have much time, but they got to be confident. They got 4th and 19 last time they were right in this similar situation. Boykin in the backfield, Drakeford in motion, and Wyatt Thompson's going to get the first down. He could have got more. Somebody tripped him up. He was on the way to a touchdown. That was a beautifully called play, and he barely got tripped up. First down, Camden, Columbia Police Department first down. They in the Jim Hudson red zone. Experience it once, and you'll never forget Jim Hudson. Talk about it, Joe.
Another long conversion play right here for Camden. Able to keep the football. I mean, the first touchdown came on 4th and 19. Second one on 3rd and long, and another conversion for Camden as we go into 30 seconds.
Yeah, few set of downs and a counter step. He's going to walk in. Touchdown, Camden. Strike up the Camden Bulldogs fight song. Wyatt Thompson cruised into the end zone, unbothered, untouched. MUSC touchdown for Camden. Take a look at it, Joe.
Just a design quarterback draw, snap a little bit high, but Thompson, look at the gaping hole, Stacy. I think me and you could have scored all that. You kidding me?
Yes. And I rarely say that, but I think we could have got that. That was wide open. There was nobody in the camera frame. That's just beautiful. They got to keep somebody home.
Credit Camden's offensive front, too.
Absolutely.
Paving a path that time for Wyatt Thompson.
Great job that time. Just another great play call. Thompson is the holder for the extra point as well. The kicker is Manuelis, and that is up and good. Extra point is good. Hands to the sky. Camden took a 1-point lead, 21-20 over the Blazers of Ridgeview. Man, it is an exciting game here on the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Take a look at Coach Howard right there. Arms folded. He doesn't look exactly pleased right now. You hear the band playing. There's a great atmosphere here at Zemp Stadium, Joe.
Always has been, Stacy.
And we'll look great opportunity to score kickoff coming up, but not a lot of time for the Blazers. And they don't have to be in a big hurry to do anything. They do get the third quarter kickoff, so you may see them They may take a knee. Now, Gidron against Fairfield Central, the first game of the season, I think he had a 99-yard kickoff return. He's not here. They have Speed and Jackson and some other guys back there, but it's rare these days you see the kickoff returns like that. Will LeGrand opportunity to kickoff left to right Camden. It's going to be a high one. And Christian Jackson is going to catch it about the 23-yard line. Looking for a crease, and he may have a crease. Christian Jackson may be gone. When you look at this, Christian, you're not going to catch Christian Jackson. Strike up. The Ridgeview Blazer fights on. He is gone out like a scout on a route. Pieced out on him. MUSC touchdown, and how do you like that? A special teams, wow, special teams big play in the 23. Look at this.
He took it from the 23 and went 77 right there. They creased him just enough, and the last line of defense, a kicker, no chance right there. That's the second big play by Christian Jackson tonight. If you're Camden, you just can't let that happen. I mean, you got 18 seconds left in the half. Do anything, but you just can't get, gashed like that, creased on a kickoff return. And what a first half. Stacy, I've run out of room to write down big plays. This has been an unbelievable first 24 minutes.
Did your boy tell you before the game it was going to be a good one?
Yes, he did.
It's too many star-studded players on both teams for it not to be an exciting game. And this is Christian Jackson right there again. A 10th grader, he's dangerous. I was told he had the third fastest 100-yard meter time as a freshman last year. This kid can run. And you weren't going to catch him if he creased anything, but I couldn't believe that. Like you said, they gave up the lane. All you need is a tackle there, and Ridgeview takes a knee.
I'm not a fan of a squib kick, but I think maybe you squib that one just down the field and just let somebody fall on it, kick it to one of your front line guys. Let see if he can do anything, and maybe they have time for one play, but. Of course, you can second guess and nitpick coaches all day long, but I mean,
you got to hashtag that in hindsight.
Yeah, in hindsight, everything.
I thought the high kick was good enough. I thought the kick was so high it took forever to come down, and maybe they relaxed. And they're gonna go for two here, I believe. And let's see if Aiden Keith or watch six, Christopher McDonald. Watch a jet sweep right here. But Keith has been the physical back. Stopping him from getting 2 yards could be a chore. What would they come up with? 4 wide receivers in the formation. Trying to make it a 28-21 halftime lead.
Yeah, I would still kick an extra point here. I still think you got plenty of time in this game. I'd say that the 2-point conversions don't favor you often.
Yes, I get it. McDonald's a man in motion. He's in the slot. He's going to look that way.
Had it.
Howard just didn't put enough touch on. He's got to put a little more finesse on that. He had him. He had Chris McDonald right there. Take a look at it. It was just a little bit over there. Take a look at this kick back. This is beautiful.
Get some great blocking. Makes one man miss, and that's all you had to do. The kicker, no chance there. He gave it an effort, but just not going to take down Christian Jackson, who had a full head of steam, running like his hair was on fire. 42-yard reception earlier for a touchdown. 73 on that kickoff return, and man, this has been some kind of first half. This reminds me of the state championship last year. Camden and Daniel.
Back and forth.
They're going like a tennis match up and down the field.
That's Coach Howard right there. And I tell you, he's a Morehouse graduate. A young man played running back at Morehouse and played quarterback for Kirk Burnett at Ridgeview back in the mid to late 90s. I tell you, he's one of the high school coach I know in the state of South Carolina that has a chemistry degree. Just not something you normally see. He said he had a choice coming out of college. He won't go and work and go to corporate America or work with youth. And he said he felt like his calling was to work with the youth. And football coach went back to his love of football, and the rest is history. But chemistry degree, that's you can get some gigs with that. So here we are with our Will LeGrand opportunity to go kickoff coming up right to left. Ridgeview Blazers kicking off the Camden. Will LeGrand wants you to know, for over 100 years, that's even older than me and Joe, over 100 years, they've been helping students build a better future. Johannes squib kicking. That's the squib kick you talked about right there.
Well, there you go, right? I mean, get it on the ground and somebody running backwards to try to fall on it because, of course, it's a free ball after 10 yards, but you just want to recover that thing. Absolutely. And give Camden 5 seconds on the clock, time for one play here at the end of the half. And again, Ridgeview, that kickoff is so huge, Stacy, because we talked about this. Ridgeview gets it coming out to start the third quarter, so they can literally double down after the special team score.
Which is why if I'm Camden, I'll throw the ball in the end zone right here.
Give Aiden Thompson or I'm sorry, well, you give Wyatt Thompson enough time to do this.
Yeah, I'll throw it down the field. What you have, nothing to lose. I mean, they may take a knee here, but I would throw it. I mean, well, a strip sack is the only thing bad that happens there. But yeah, you sling it down the field. If you get an interception, half's over anyway. If you catch it, you get a touchdown. I would definitely give it a shot.
Maybe it's time to run a double pass or something like that. Maybe a little chicanery right here, a little tomfoolery.
A little giving them business.
A little Ron Cherry, huh? Giving them the business.
A little razzmatazz, if you will. so you know, this game has been so wild. If they throw it down, it'll probably be caught. It might get caught. Come on, what were the percentages? What did we think about a kickoff return? We thought the half was over already, right?
You thought the half was over. You thought it had to think again. You know, Camden last year ran the old Music City Miracle in that state championship game and hit it for a touchdown against Daniel.
I forgot about that. Sure did.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to a good friend watching from the mountains tonight, my good friend Stephen Smoke. He's a lawyer here in town, an amazing politician, one of the most famous we've ever had here in town, and he's
tuning in.
Yeah,
what's up, Stephen?
Great friend of mine. He's tuning in and watching this game. A Camden High alum. Played on the '90 state championship team.
Well, that's the Bonnie Holiday team. Everybody calls
Bobby Ingram and that crowd.
Oh, Bobby, those great roster.
Yep.
Oh, Emmons was the coach there, right?
Sure was.
Yes. They're going to do that. They're going to give it a shot. I believe, Joe. No pressure. Not enough pressure on them. It's two men back there, but you just can't fall down if you're Ridgeview. It's intercepted. Oh, they call it incomplete. They're going to call it incomplete. Defending for Ridgeview was number 5, Quincy Grant. That had the interception earlier, but that's how the half went in. I don't blame him for giving it a shot down there.
You called it.
And that was. I mean, the way this game has gone, both offenses have been pleased. Defensive coaches are going to be in some folks' faces, I believe.
It'll be interesting to hear what Coach Howard has to say as a man is positioning right now to talk to him. Great first half here if you're Ridgeview. Great first half if you're a football fan. You really don't care who wins or loses. It's been fun.
Lexington Medical Center brings you our Coach's Corner as a local independent hospital in the Midlands. They're here to care for you whenever you need us. Amanda with Derek Howard. What's up, Amanda?
Thank you, Stacy. Coach, this offense doesn't look like an offense missing its best receiver right now. Explosive play after explosive play. What do you attribute that to?
Just a talented group of young men that work really hard.
This Camden team isn't going to go down without a fight. What do you need to do in the second half to hold the edge?
We got to get some stops. We got to continue to put pressure on them by continuing to score.
Thank you, Coach. Stacy.
Thank you, Coach Howard. Thank you, Amanda. Lexington Medical Center brings you our Coach's Corner promo. We'll be back with halftime after this from Zip Stadium in Camden, South Carolina.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and add a half-price drink in the app.
You want to live free?
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud. Family Feud, weekdays at 5:30.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Welcome into halftime. We stand at 26-21 Ridgeview over Camden, and what has been a very good one. Now, as part of our halftime, let's go down to the sideline with Amanda Poole and an educator from Ridgeview High School.
Thank you, Stacy. I'm here alongside Ridgeview's assistant principal, Mackie Wilson. Welcome to the show here. Tell me, what's going on in Blazer territory these days?
Okay, so thank you for having me. Recently, we just had our Cuts for Gabby fundraiser this past Sunday. Pretty much what that fundraiser is, it's a fundraiser to highlight Gabby Swanson, a former Ridgeview student who was slain a couple of years ago. Pretty much what that fundraiser is, we have our cake department, we have a barbershop at our school. And on Sunday, we had people from the community come in and get $10 haircuts, and that money goes towards scholarships for our seniors for this upcoming graduating class.
Awesome. Sounds like something great to be a part of. You guys also have done a lot in your community this past week for our Sonic Car Hops for Cash event, and we've got some great news to share with you.
On behalf of Sonic, Watch Fox, and Friday Night Rivals, we'd like to present you with this check for $500.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We definitely appreciate it.
Stacy.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Amanda, for that. Now time for our Scholar Athlete of the Week, brought to you by, presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard. For Ridgeview, it is Brooklyn Bailey. Brooklyn is the captain of the cheer team for the Blazers and was last season's MVP. At school, she has a 5.2 GPA, the highest GPA out of all athletic programs at Ridgeview High School. She has completed over 1,000 hours of community service since her freshman year, including trunk or treat, Easter giveaways, and families helping families. Brooklyn hasn't decided on her future plans just yet. We wish her the very best wherever they take her. Congratulations, Brooklyn Bailey. You are Scholar Athlete of the Week, presented by the South Carolina Army National Guard. We'll be back with more halftime from Camden, South Carolina. The Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week. Halftime rolls on after this.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence how really build up stuff being here.
This place has showed me like it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's gonna get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
I was in the company truck and they hit me from the back, hit and run, and it messed up my back. Well, I couldn't work anymore. First lawyer I hired wasn't listening or caring. I knew I needed an attorney that would care for me. That's why I made the transition from the other attorney. I'm so glad that I found Stewart Law Office. Brent genuinely care about his client. I mean, and they fight for you. I would recommend him to anyone.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Welcome back in. Once again, Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week, Year 10. Ridgeview Blazers up 26-21 at halftime in what was a very exciting high school football first half here at Zemp Stadium. Let's go down with our educator spotlight to Amanda Poole with an educator from Camden High School.
Thank you, Stacey. I'm here alongside Camden's principal, Rose Montgomery. Rose, you were telling me today's a special day. Please explain.
It is. We're excited to have you here tonight because tonight's Military Appreciation Night. I want to give a huge shout out to our ROTC instructors, First Sergeant Henderson, Major Egbon, who have really worked hard to make this week special, especially considering the 23rd anniversary of the 9/11. We did a great event to recognize that date, and then they've gone above and beyond tonight to make tonight special for Military Appreciation Night.
All right, well, we'll see if the football team can do the same in the second half.
I believe in them. We can do it. We can do it. One team, one town, one goal.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Rose. Send it back to you, Stacey.
Thank you very much, Amanda, and thank you, educator from Camden High School. And let's talk about Camden High School. Our scholar athlete presented by South Carolina Army National Guard for Camden High is Logan Freeman. Logan is a three-sport athlete for the Bulldogs, playing football, baseball, and running track. At school, Logan has a 5.387 GPA and will graduate with an associate's degree through dual enrollment and numerous AP credits. He is also the senior class president. In the community, he is active with his church, the United Way, Beta Club, and Kershaw County Junior Leadership. Logan hasn't decided on a school just yet, but he is looking at Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech, and North Carolina State to major in aerospace, chemical, or nuclear engineering. Congratulations, Logan Freeman. You are our Scholar Athlete of the Week, presented by South Carolina Army National Guard. We'll step away for a moment. More halftime resumes after this on a great night for football here on the Sonic Friday Night Rival High School Football Game of the Week in Camden.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
In the capital city, there's a place where diversity isn't just a word, it's a guiding principle. At the Columbia Police Department, women aren't just breaking barriers, they're setting new standards. From patrolling the streets and leading police operations to helping crime victims, they're proving that strength knows no gender. Because here at CPD, diversity isn't just celebrated, it's a way of life. Within our ranks, you'll find more than a career. Find your center and join the Columbia Police Department.
Stay safe, alert, and informed with a Skywatch weather team. AMS certified Chief Meteorologist Taylor Canoost.
We have a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Saluda County.
And meteorologist Clara Faith.
We're getting back to that time of year across the Midlands when humidity will start to climb.
Bring you local first weather updates on air and online on Watch Fox News. Subscribe to Watch Fox on YouTube to see the content you may have missed on air. Engage with your community. Like, comment, and click the notification bell and never miss an update.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
This is the Stewart Law Office's halftime report. One moment can change your life. Stewart Law Offices has 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today.
Oh, man, what an exciting first half we had. 26-21, Ridgeview over Camden. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up here in the booth. Glad to have you with us on another exciting game on our 10th annual year. How did we get to 26-21? Joe, there's a moving picture show here. We got proof of it, all that happened. Talk about it.
Well, I hope I have enough breath to get through all of these highlights, Stacey. 5 explosive plays for touchdowns in the first half. And Ridgeview on the board first. Aiden Keefe, 2-yard touchdown run. That puts them up 6-0. And here's the big one on 4th down. Trayvon Wright, 31-yard touchdown pass. Camden took the lead, but back come the Blazers once again. Christian Jackson, 42 yards on the pitch and catch, makes the great move. Watch this individual effort by Keefe right here. 51 yards. Looks like he's down right there, but no, he's not down. They pick him up. He picks him up, and he's putting him down. He's going all the way 51 to the end zone. That gives Ridgeview the lead here, but back comes Wyatt Thompson, 12-yard touchdown run right there. Camden back on top, 21-20. And then at the tail end of the first half, do we get a chance to see it here? The last big play. Watch this, 73 yards from the from the 77 yards rather. Watch it, Christian Jackson. Whoop! There he goes, all the way to the house.
He's out.
He's gone. 11 seconds left in the half. 2-point conversion, no good, but nonetheless, Ridgeview with a 26-21 lead. You see your stats.
They're pretty even all around. The rushing is pretty even. Ridgeview's passed a little bit more total yards. The one turnover Ridgeview had, and I mean Camden had, was it turned into a touchdown. Quincy Grant had an interception for Ridgeview, number 5, and Ridgeview scored on that play you saw on the highlights. Penalties, both teams decent, but Ridgeview want to cut down that 6 for 40 right there. That's not what you want. And by the way, I mentioned it's our 10th year anniversary of Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. We count down our 10 top plays. My voice might be on this one. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see one of our plays.
I bet it is.
See one of our plays over the years. 6:18 left in the half. That little pass has been successful. Oh, it's a hook and ladder. It's a hook and ladder for Westwood. That's going to be a touchdown, possibly. Kicking himself in the behind all the way down the field is Gilliam on the hook and ladder. They got him with the okey doke.
The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Edie going for it all, has a man out there. Catch is made, touchdown. Slinger. Lucas Sun, another spectacular catch.
Scrambling for his life, being chased, has the corner and goes over the top. And that effort's going to get him the first down. Well done, young man.
Here's Clear going deep down the near sideline. Amari Jackson, did he haul it in? It looks like he did. That was tremendous. Lights, camera, action, Jackson. First down and goal. And a toss. Buttery makes one man miss, shakes off the tackle from left. He is still going. Buttery across the goal line. He is in for the touchdown.
It should go. Looking for Fry. Leaping grab. Touchdown, Hartford.
Nice if they don't complete this pass.
So Noah Legg.
You better make it. You better make it.
He gets all the way
did.
for the
He's
touchdown.
in the end zone.
Noah Legg, 10 yards for the Conway touchdown with just 23 seconds left on the clock.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence how really build up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
At Atkins Law, we believe who you hire matters, but don't take our word for it. Hear it from our clients.
From the front desk to the paralegals answering my questions to DeWanna having my back, I couldn't ask for a better team of professionals.
From my first phone call to meeting Joe in person, I knew I was going to be in good hands.
Holly has a great practice, and her various experiences brings tons of knowledge to each of her clients.
Remember, who you hire matters.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
Friday Night Rivals Trophies and Awards are brought to you by Northeast Trophies and Awards, supplying the Midlands trophies since 1976.
Here alongside Camden coach Brian Rimp. Coach, Ridgeview getting the ball to start this third quarter. What do you need to do to slow down their explosive plays?
Got to limit the big play. That was the first half of big plays. Their side and our side, they get the ball first. We got to get a stop so we can get back on the field.
What do you want to see from Wyatt Thompson in the second half?
Keep doing what he's doing. We had an untimely turnover there. Ball got tipped. They got an interception, gave him good field position. He's making good decisions. He's playing well. We just got to keep it up.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Brian Rempf, in his 8th season at Camden. Thank you, Amanda Poole, doing your outstanding job on the field. Our coaches' conversation brought to you by Lexington Medical Center. As the only local independent hospital in the Midlands, we're here to care for you whenever you need us. Be well. That's from Lexington Medical. So, Joe, we had a lot to be excited about that first half. And again, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I called it. So, I think
you did.
I think a lot of times we see these halves like this. The second half becomes a defensive slugfest because everybody, tightens it up a little bit because the paint came off the walls from defensive coaches on both sides. So, what are you looking for in this third quarter?
Well, this is a critical possession defensively for Camden coming out. We were talking about this in the break, how the opportunity is now for Ridgeview to go double down, right? I mean, they got that 77, I think I said 73. That was a 77-yard kickoff return by Christian Jackson right at the end of the first half. So, all they had to do was, hold for one play, and now they're going to get the ball back with a 5-point lead. So I think Camden really needs to come out, get a stop here, slow this Ridgeview offense down. Conversely, obviously, you're Derek Howard, you want to go out, put some points on the board, get a 2-score lead. So, interesting to see what adjustments each coach went into that locker room, their respective locker rooms, and made here at the halftime.
I agree. I think momentum is still very much up for grabs. Camden does have the home field.
Yep.
The rain has held off, so the track is dry. That's no excuse for anybody. Both teams have had their way in certain ways on offense. You're right, and both coaches want stops. So the team that comes out and tightens up a little bit on defense may find themselves with a W walking out of here right now. But as you mentioned, Ridgeview has a chance to grab it by the throat. And Jordan Gidron sitting at home coming off knee surgery. He's got to be pleased with what his teammates have done. The junior wide receiver with offers from everybody. And this is the Will Luke Ray Opportunity School kickoff coming up left to right. Camden kicking off to Ridgeview. Ridgeview in the silver hats, white jerseys, and gray pants. Camden in there. Matt Gray with gold numerals and white hats.
Stacey, quickly back to our keys when we did the introduction. Ridgeview limit turnovers, they've done that. None. Limit the big play, really haven't done that. So one for 2 there. Camden long drives, limit mistakes, kind of sort of. They haven't limited mistakes with the turnover and penalties.
Chris McDonald bobbing a little bit, but this kid, he has speed. If he gets it outside, this kid can run. Chris McDonald, number 6. I want to take a moment of personal privilege right there. Chris McDonald, I knew his dad very well. That's going to be a late penalty. Chris McDonald's dad passed away about a year and a half or so ago, and his dad's birthday is today. And I talked to the young man on the field, and he's very well aware, and he said he knows his dad is proud of him. And he's a sophomore on his team, going to be a track star. He's a young man, has a bright future at Ridgeview, number 6 in white, so I know his heart is heavy. But his dad cared about him a lot and had him in football at a very early age. So rest in peace, Chris McDonald Sr. And young Chris is going to see more touches as the season goes on for Ridgeview. And he had that run there, and the penalty, they're adjudicating right now, Joe. Yes.
Personal foul, blindside block.
Ooh, that's going to be on Ridgeview.
On the receiving team.
That's a 15-yarder. That's a big one.
15 yards from the spot.
Personal foul against.
Let's see right here. If you're Ridgeview, you're going to argue that one. I don't know. It was behind the play.
You got to try to peel right there if you can. You just got to peel off a guy.
Yeah, it was unnecessary.
Yeah, that's one of those things. Instead of starting at the 39, they're going to be back at the 24.
Yeah, that could be huge right there. You don't need to get behind the field position right now. We mentioned this is a big drive, but again, you got to lay off on that one. Chris Jackson is your man in motion, number 4, the outstanding sophomore speedster. High snap. Trey Howard brings it down, and Aiden Keefe has just been handing out punishment like Halloween candy, and they just can't get this kid down. He's got to make sure he holds on to the ball. The ball came out. He fought too long, and it came out. I think Camden may have that football, Joe. We'll see who got on top of it.
He had 2 hands wrapped around it, and
he did everything right.
It
is Camden
turned
football.
It over.
It's Camden football. They couldn't get him on the ground. He's at the bottom of that pile. The ball came out. It was a 16-yard game, but watch at the end, Joe, the very end.
Talked about Camden wanting to get a stop here. Boom, he bowls over one tackler. He's fighting for yards. Let's see who gets in there and pulls that ball loose. He still has it right there. Still has it, but it gets punched out. Looked like it might have been JoJo Krim, actually, that might have gotten in there and gotten a hand on that thing. Also, number 50 was involved in that, Dontrell Wilson, but Camden forces Ridgeview's first turnover of the night, and they get it at the plus 40.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big. We talked about it being a big drive. That's a huge turnover. First down, Camden, and JoJo Krim. The P4 offers from everyone, plays defense and offense. That's his first big play of the game. It was on defense. Nice run by Wyatt Thompson. He gets a good gain on first down. And I tell you, he's taking some punishment. Wyatt Thompson's taking some hits in this ball game, but he's a tough kid.
Looked like Cleve Tellery might have gotten to him.
There's number 90 right there on your screen. We talked about him. Gardner Webb offer. He'll get bigger offers. He's 5'11", folks. Cleve Tellery, number 90 in white. He is, I'm told he runs at 300 pounds, runs a 5'140". That is getting it for 300 pounds. Again, you wish if he's 6'1", he probably gets, I keep saying to get P4 offers, but 5'11". And that's a counter step by the big running back, and he thought he had some room. He got dragged down and hit hard on that left side, but I'll tell you what, physical game.
Well, we were talking about Tellery. He got in the backfield that time, got good push. Watch it from right from the outset. Tellery gets there, kind of disrupts the flow of this play, forces it to the outside, and that allows number 24, Angel Brooks, junior defensive back, to make the stop.
Yeah, Navi Boykin is that junior running back, 220. Coach, he listed at 222. Coach Rimp tells me he's 225.
Ja'Kiah Johnson also in on that.
Yeah, it's number 21 in gray is a physical kid. They're going to give it his time to Drakeford. He has a touchdown in the first half. And, whoa, big hit. Well, they landed a lumber out there. They held him up. Tackled by 20. Tyler Cheatham, but he had help. Somebody came and cleaned that play up at the end with a physical hit. Take a look, Joe.
This was big-time physical play. Kind of a pitch pass ahead. You see the Ridgeview defense able to get in there, and after that first initial gain of 5, they're able to put up a couple of no-gain plays and injured Blazer.
Yeah, stoppage to play someone on the near sideline at about the 30-yard line on the field, and their training staff out there.
I think it might be Nori Briggs who's down. He kind of got caught up back there with a Camden offensive player.
Yeah, I think that was Navi. I think it was big Navi Boykin might have put that 225 on him at the very end of that run, blocking for him. For the running back that time. So Drakeford, they've used Drakeford on that jet sweep a couple times, and he's, again, another kid that, Coach Rimp says Drakeford and JoJo Grimm both play about 100 snaps a ball game. You got to be in some kind of shape. The young man is up, and he's not putting the weight on that right leg, though, but, yeah, that's not what you want if you're Ridgeview. That is a senior defensive back, Nori Briggs.
Their most experienced DB, too.
Yeah. So they can watch that and see, sometimes you go to those backups, especially on the high school level, there's a dip. Some schools have that talent where they can kind of reload, but it's a dip usually go down, especially replacing a senior in the lineup. Let's see if they attack that. But it's going to be, that is yard marker down here says 4th and 4.
It is. It's 4th. That's another big opportunity for Ridgeview to get them off the field. Can they do it?
They have not done well getting off the field on 4th down. And this time it's going to be Wyatt again. And this time he has room again. That's the same tight play as that left side. He's going to have the first down again. They have not figured out that left side yet. They're going to move the sticks. That's a Camden. That's a Camden heating and cooling first down. Our second half first down sponsor. Camden keeping you comfortable in your home since 1956. Good job on the left side again, Joe.
Another good opportunity for Wyatt Thompson in space over there. Try to get him one-on-one. He picks up the first.
He's rolling right this time. He's thrown right a few times, and it's going to be a big collision. That's just size on size. The big tight end took a big hit that time for a gain of about 3.
So Tanner Bracey on the reception. Not only is he a defensive lineman, he's also a tight end.
Yeah, 6'2", 257. That's a large young man.
Yeah, picks up 5. That's a good gain on first down, play ahead of the chains.
Yeah, more than I thought he did on that. Yeah, he definitely got some good yards there. And that physical type play they got, they have some size in the running back and tight end position. They may lean on that here. Second and about 5. Boykin, the big back, they're going to shut down that left side, but he still falls forward. Cleve Tellery again, 90. He makes a lot of tackles from that interior line spot there, but
Camden, of course, forced the turnover on the first play of the second half from Ridgeview. Took over at the +40. There's Cleve Tellery right there. And they're grinding out a drive here. 7th play coming up.
3rd down and very manageable, probably 4-down territory. So give it to the big backer on the right side. He has room over there. Boykin, a big hit, but he spins forward every time. He's giving out some punishment himself out there. That kid is a load running behind those pads. 5'10", 225.
He is. Watch him. He runs it to the right here. Kind of a counter look. He gets to the corner. He's able to pick up a Camden first down, and the Bulldogs in that red zone.
Kaya Johnson gave him all he had that time, but Boykin's like, I need a little bit more than that, buddy. Bring some friends next time. He spun off that. And inside the Jim Hudson red zone right there, Jim Hudson experienced it once, and you'll never forget. Jim Hudson, our red zone sponsor on the game of the week. Boykin in motion. They're going to fake it to Boykin, and Wyatt pounding up the middle. Remember, he scored on a similar play to take that 21-20 lead late in the second quarter with 17 or so seconds.
18 seconds left in the half. A 12-yard quarterback keeper.
And we thought that was the end of the scoring for the first. We thought.
And that's what we get for thinking.
And that's what we do. Nobody's paying me to think. They have Ridgeview on roller skates right now. Ball's at the 14-yard line, and they're pounding Ridgeview left, right, and up the middle. Wyatt Thompson has kept it here in this same situation a couple times. Will he keep it here? He's going to keep it. And this similar play he scored on this time, he won't get in, but that's a lot of yards. That's going to be a first down and goal to go for the Camden Bulldogs. They're going to move those sticks. That play has been good to him all night, Joe.
Really has kind of an RPO look right there. Fake it and just keep it. And Wyatt Thompson's done a great job, the senior quarterback.
For Kaminer, heating and cooling, first down. Yeah, they got him on skates right now for sure. They look like they can get anything they want right now. The offensive line has blocked well, no penalties. The backs have been physical. Quarterback has run physical. Drakeford again. They're going to give it to the big tailback. He's going to ease into the end zone. That is Boykin. Strike up. The Camden Bulldog fight song, the MUSC touchdown. Navi Boykin. His name coming off the back of his jersey. He's running so hard. Take a look.
They had the jet sweep action kind of going to the right, and then you come right back up the middle with Navi Boykin. Just hand it to him. There's a gaping hole right there. You're not going to take that truck down once he hits that hole. 5-yard touchdown run. Bulldogs, once again, we go back and forth. They take the lead.
That's well done. Well executed drive that time, taking advantage of the turnover, and that's what you're supposed to do. You got to strike when you get a turnover. You got to make them pay. But it was a 40-yard drive, Joe. You know, you track this more than I do.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going for two. They're up 27-26. They're going to keep the offense in and go for two here. Drakeford in motion again. It's going to be Wyatt Thompson, and he's going to get in the end zone. Hands to the sky. It is a 29-26 lead. Camden reclaims the lead over Ridgeview at home at his historic Camden at Zemp Field. It's a Sonic FNR Game of the Week. We have a really good one cooking here on the Game of the Week, brought to you by Sonic, 10th year.
I had a car accident. I had a drunk driver cram into me. I went to the hospital in an ambulance, and I really didn't know what to do. I was in shock. I had a friend recommend Brent Stewart, and I contacted him and was down to earth right with me. And you know, I felt very comfortable talking to him. He handled everything. I would strongly recommend Brent Stewart Law Office to take care of all your needs from start to finish.
Light it.
We can take people where most people cannot take them.
The generations coming together.
That place was jumping.
The Triple Option, presented by Wendy's, wherever you get your podcasts.
Subscribe to Watch Fox on YouTube to see the content you may have missed on air. Engage with your community. Like, comment, and click the notification bell and never miss an update.
You're watching Watch Fox 57, Columbia, South Carolina.
You see the score there. So much excitement here. 29-26. Camden reclaims the lead after falling behind. It's been a back-and-forth battle here. Very exciting game on the Sonic FNR Game of the Week. And, of course, coming up in the fourth quarter, we'll announce our Atkins Law Firm Player of the Game. Looking for a workers' comp attorney? Remember, who you hire matters. Shout out to my buddy Joe Weidman, Holly Atkins, and those folks over there. You may see Joe Weidman at a Game of the Week here next week. You may he's called some games here with me over the last couple of years. You may see Joe. Shout out to Atkins Law Firm. A lot of candidates for Player of the Game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you probably will see Joe Weidman. I would love to be here, but I've got some got something else I've got to.
With your day job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not pleasant. We won't get into it, but it is what it is. So you guys have a great broadcast.
Yeah, no doubt. We have you. Welcome you back the following week. Next week is going to be a Fairfield Central next week. They're homecoming, hosting Newberry, kicking off left to right in the Will LeGray Opportunity School kickoff is. And Ridgeview, 2 players from Ridgeview, both trying to get to the ball, and that's just poor. They're going to get the ball, but that's just poor communication. And Ridgeview's going to keep the ball, but that was Chris McDonald, and it looks like it might have been. I can't see the other player was that they got to communicate. Yeah, Ridgeview got on it, but Coach Howard can't be happy. That might have been Jekiah Johnson.
Well, that had disaster written all over it. Stacy, you know,
letters.
we came out talking about how Ridgeview had the upper hand to start the second half, and
it's been all Camden.
I mean, they forced that big turnover on the first play of Ridgeview. Their first offensive play coming out, they forced a turnover. 40-yard drive, by the way, 10 plays, 4:43 time of possession. Navi Boykin 5 yards on the touchdown run, and then Wyatt Thompson scrambling for the 2, and that gives Camden the 29-26 lead.
I think they go right back to Keith right here, number 27. He fumbled that ball with a hard effort. They may go right back to him right here, 27, and they do. This time he's going to run the left side. Nowhere to go. Good job by 50 for Camden. What a play. That's the young man who's played well. Dontrell Wilson has played well this ball game. He had a big game in the state championship game last year against Daniel.
Watch this. Boy, Camden really keying on Aiden Keefe right here. Boy, and give credit again. You just called it. Big number 50 gets to him. Dontrell Wilson. Stop that for a loss of about 3, maybe 4.
6'1", 315. That's what it says right there. He moves better than that. If he's 315 running like that, he's going to play on Saturdays and might touch Sunday. That kid is moving. Passing situation now for young sophomore Trey Howard, number 3 in white. And a bad snap. They got to fall on that. That is, yeah, you mentioned disaster. It's been all bad for the Ridgeview Blazers. It's going to be 3rd down on a long-distance phone call now. It's going to be 3rd and about 30.
Just no chance here for Howard. This snap is just way high and to his right, and Keefe is able to scramble back and fall on this. But, boy, anything that could go wrong for Ridgeview, it has gone wrong here in the first, just over 6 minutes of this 3rd quarter.
Yes, it's quite a long way to the sticks right here. And see if they play conservative and keep it on the ground and live to punt another day. And no, they're going to throw it. Franco screen, thrown too high. Jackson tipped it to himself. They went to the big play guy to get some of that yards back, Christian Jackson. He got some back, but it won't be nearly enough. They carved out a little real estate so they can get a punt off, but that was a bad drive for the Ridgeview Blazers. So 2 drives, nothing happening for Ridgeview. Credit Camden for taking advantage of the miscues.
Absolutely. Camden's defense has come out here in this second half, forcing a turnover, then forcing a 3 downs and out right here. That play does give Ridgeview a little bit of breathing room for the punt game right here. So not all totally lost. Gives them a little bit of an opportunity here. But Camden's going to have some great field position.
Without a doubt. And it doesn't matter. Either way, both teams got to figure out the other. And Ridgeview has not figured out Wyatt Thompson and that offense. Large part of this game, definitely not the last drive. So this punt is going to be good, but they got to figure out how to get off the field. And it's going to be blown dead at the snap. That's going to be a late penalty. Is it a sideline warning or?
Let's see, either somebody moved, lined up wrong, or that was a delay, but it didn't come from where the delay would come from, typically.
A lot of conversation right there. Have a little deacon board meeting right there. And they're going to roll it up. Legal procedure. That's going to be on the offense. They roll it up. Little disco roll up right there.
Yeah,
So
there
somebody flinched. Somebody moved when they should have been still.
That was a deacon's meeting. That's a lot shorter than than a typical deacon's meeting.
No, you're correct.
But you're right, though. I agree with your sentiment right there.
That was the Cliff Notes version.
Well, exactly. That's right. We read the minutes of the last meeting and adjourn.
And you just talked about the field position helping the punt right there. That's going to hurt them a little bit. So you're going to take a heck of a punt and good coverage. Another high snap. And it took a long time. I don't know how that wasn't blocked. It took a decent Ridgeview bounce down to about the 40-yard line, but I don't know how that wasn't blocked. They had a lot of pressure on that jump.
Well, you called it.
We're going to step away. 29-26 Camden. over Ridgeview on a really good one here on the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but at Sonic, fun is exactly $1.99 for your favorites like the quarter-pound double cheeseburger. So take that, they. The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Welcome back inside the FNR Game of the Week. It's time to check in with the sights and sounds of the game with our Joy Law Firm Smile Cam. Joy Law Firm, just called Joy. Take a look at the folks around the stadium celebrating a nice Friday night of high school football here in South Carolina. Nothing quite like this experience. For the youngsters, look at that. Smells like teen spirit. For the youngsters, there's no school tomorrow. Big weekend of college football, NFL football. Oh, look at that. That is precious.
Look at that.
Oh, that is
good,
precious
isn't it?
right there. Yeah, that's beautiful. Just precious. That's waving for the camera. Good job. She's going to take Amanda Poole's job next week. Boykin around the right side, and boy, he took a big hit. But that young man, he's a lot coming at you right there. Big hit by Ridgeview. I think that was Jakaya Johnson with the hit.
It's critical here. Critical possession. We're at a critical juncture of this game, Stacy. Ridgeview down by 3. Everything that's going wrong for them in this third quarter. Still only down by 3. Get a stop here. Get your offense back out on the field.
Yeah, both coaches like their offense on the field as opposed to the defense, but Camden has taken the momentum in this ball game right now, and they have Drakeford in motion, and they're going to try to reverse, and that side is over there. There's only one man over there, now 2. But that's JoJo Krim. Was that a face mask? That's face mask. That might be, that's the 15-yarder. Everybody in the stadium threw a flag. Every referee, Joe Cashton.
Stacy, where's the flag up there? Where's the flag?
Everybody threw a flag. People throwing handkerchiefs. That's a blatant face mask. That's the 15-yarder. That's the big joker.
No doubt about that. And you see Camden finally designing something to get the ball in the hands of their big-time playmaker, JoJo Krim. You see it right here. They start the action left, come back right, and there's absolutely no question. Napkins, shirts, T-shirts,
everything being thrown.
Anything, tablecloths, they were all on the field.
He did that in front of God and everybody. Everybody saw that face mask. Easy call.
Face mask.
And they're gonna walk it down
That's
to the 35-yard line.
That's the end of the run.
Camden heating and cooling first down for Camden, and they really have Ridgeview on the ropes. It's a 3-point game, but it feels like it's really crunch time for Ridgeview right now. They got to find a way to get off the field without giving up more points because everything's coming up Camden right now. Credit to them, and that was a big play call right there. It was a lot of room over there.
You can see it develop, too. They wanted to get the ball in the hands of Krim.
And there's that, and this barely tripped up. That almost went. That almost broke that time for Wyatt Thompson. That's that quarterback counter. So delayed draw that time by the quarterback. They scored on it in the first half. And you can feel the tension on the Ridgeview side. We're on the visitor side. You can feel the tension in the stands below us. And Camden folks are ready to explode.
Yeah, 2 press boxes here at the Zip. This, of course, we mentioned this earlier. In the first renovation, they put the press box over here on what was the old visitor side, which became the home side for about 20 years. And then when they revamped the other side, the original home, they put a press box over there.
Coach Reference on your screen right there for a moment. He's looking a little bit concerned, but he knows a lot more football to play. But he's got it going his way on offense. And that's a big run by Wyatt Thompson around the right side. Wyatt Thompson, they have not really contained this young man all night. He's hurt him with his legs and his arms. Camden, first down for Camden.
Watch him here again. They just run this quarterback keeper, and he just runs off that right side. It's not complicated. Quarterback left, right, up the middle. Wyatt Thompson's been the man tonight as quarterback for Camden.
Taking advantage of undiscipline on the edges. They're not setting the edge, and they haven't really all night set the edge. Ridgeview hasn't, so Wyatt Thompson has hurt him. And I believe they're inside that Jim Hudson red zone there, looks like to me.
They are.
Jim Hudson some love. Jim Hudson experienced it once, and you'll never forget. One of our outstanding sponsors of this ball game. Shout out to all our sponsors to make it happen. Live high school football on TV. Thompson around the left side, a little room over there, and still falls forward. Pursued and tackled that time by 32, Jordan Oughton, one of the captains from Ridgeview, and those guys a little bit gassed too. A lot of hands on hips on that Ridgeview side.
Ridgeview has not had the ball long offensively in this third quarter. Camden has owned time of possession, and I think you kind of hit it on the head right there, Stacy, trying to wear down this Ridgeview Blazers defense here, and they're doing it again.
So when you talk to Coach, when I talked to Coach Riff earlier this week, he said, you know, consistent drive. That's what he meant. He wanted a long. That's Coach Howard right there, looking calm. But you know, as he said, going into halftime, he had the lead. He said he wants to get the ball back for his offense, and they hadn't done it. Counter step by Boykin, and he's coming downhill. This kid is driving the pile. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Camden has control of this ball game right now. 3-point lead, and they're staring right at the end zone right now, and Ridgeview doesn't seem to have any answers defensively.
No, they've been on their heels this entire third quarter. Camden is definitely talking about who made the best adjustments, who came out ready to play in this third. Camden, most definitely.
And I hate the way the first turnover happened because Aiden Keefe was running so hard with the football, and it's one of those errors that comes from, they're going to get Ridgeview with too many players on the field, I believe. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a touchdown anyway, but they had a player that didn't get off the field. That's hands to the sky. That is a strike up. The Camden Bulldog fight song. It is a touchdown, Tyler Drakeford. And they're going to decline the penalty. Ridgeview had a player running off the field. He did not get off in time.
Camden caught him in a personnel problem out there.
Yes, the MUSC, Medical University of South Carolina, touchdown by the Bulldogs. They're talking about it, but I'm not sure. The conversation shouldn't be long here. It's on Ridgeview, and Camden's going to decline the penalty. Get a dog bark in the PA system here. They got who let the dogs out? Camden Bulldogs. There it is.
And right on cue, Stacy. They're listening to you.
Hey, man, why not? Why not? Somebody's listening to me. I got to listen to you guys.
A long conversation here to try to sort this all out.
I'm not sure, because they didn't stop the play. They threw the flag as the ball was snapped, but that play, I don't think that stops the play. I don't believe. I think that may be the conversation. They know better than I do. That's a continuous action, so that's going to count the touchdown.
Yep.
They're going to have to decline it. They're going to have to decide whether to decline it or not. Because
substitution infraction. I think Camden can take this on the kickoff.
Yeah, right. That might be part of what's going on. But either way, that's 35 on the board. Look right here.
Drakeford, I mean, there's just, he's not even touched before he gets to the 1 yard line. Tylen Drakeford into the end zone. His second time tonight.
But you see the way they're finishing runs. That's a team that feels like they're the other team worn down. They're taking the fight to Ridgeview. They're playing physical. Ridgeview's not going to quit. They play physical ball, but that defense has been on the field a whole lot. In for the extra point, Manuelis. Osmond Manuelis, once again, up and through. Hands to the sky, and it is a 10-point lead for the homestanding Bulldogs of Camden over the Blazers of Ridgeview High School. And this game has been seesaw back and forth, run after run. And now Camden, the first time we've had a 2-score lead, I believe.
It is.
Is now with Camden up 36-26. It's the first time. So I said earlier, the team gets up 2 scores might have the advantage here, because even in a shootout, if you can't stop someone, you can't score twice and catch up if you can't stop the other team.
Well, this game all turned around on the key fumble to start the third quarter, and you mentioned it. That's a tough turnover for Ridgeview. He's got a first down. He's fighting for yardage, continuing to fight down the field. Just had the ball poked out. Camden recovered at the +40, scored, got the 2-point conversion to take a 3-point lead, forced a 3 downs and out from Ridgeview. Now they just go 60 yards in 6 plays, 3:07 off the clock, and Drakeford converts from 8 yards out, and the PAT gives Camden now a 10-point lead. Well, they were 5 down at halftime, so they have owned, the Bulldogs have, they have owned this third quarter.
You saw Coach Remp on your screen right there, the former ECU Pirate, former Baltimore Raven. Came down here and took this job in now this 8th year. 3-time runner-up in the state. Back on the door. Will Lou Gray Opportunity School kickoff coming up. They uses their motto this year, the Camden Bulldogs, is new challenge, same expectations. You say the seniors on this team, they're saying, we appreciate the pass and what everyone's done, but we need to get that one more step and win the championship.
And if they were to play Daniel this season in the postseason, it would be in the upper state playoffs. It would not be in a state championship game.
And he mentioned that Daniel West Side, both in the upper state, they've been in the same bracket. West Side won the 4A last year. Daniel won the 3A. And both of those teams are waiting on Camden in the playoffs. Chris McDonald takes a short kick, trying to get to the left sideline out here and nowhere to go, fighting hard and getting knocked down about the 23-yard line. And there was a hit. There was a late hit by number 3 on Camden. And it's almost, and 32 for Richards trying to get at him. That was a way after the play hit. And they're going to flag that for unsportsmanlike conduct. It was well after the play. I thought they were joking. And he collided with the young man in front of the referee. So that's going to be.
You can't do it in front of that guy.
No. It was a very late hit. I'm looking to the right at McDonald going to the ground. I look back left and I see a hit right around midfield. That's going to be.
If you're Camden, that's just a penalty you just can't make here. You got him pinned back inside the 30. You got all the momentum in the world, and now you give Ridgeview the ball in really good field position up at the 39. So the Blazers are going to get back into it, Stacy. They've got to start now.
And they have the passing attack, so when you can pass, you can always do that. But that kid it was so late. That kid was on his way home. He's
on his way home.
You can't hit him on the porch now. He was one man in the backfield. Trey Howard's going to take it to the air. He's going to roll right. He had a man for a second, and there it is. Going to throw it. He throws it down the field. Caught on the sideline. Man, Ridgeview has big play possibility. That is Omari Johnson, another sophomore, then loaded with young receivers. Another taker. Take a look at this run.
Watch Trey Howard extend the play. The rolls, keeps looking now. He just fires it on the move down the. Watch him just drop the ball in there like dropping it into the bucket. That is a throw, Stacy. I mean, he's made a couple of throws tonight that you just look at yourself and go, wow.
That's a Camden heating and cooling first down right there. And they're in the Jim Hudson red zone. Ridgeview on the move trying to answer. Again, that passing attack, you can always come from behind when you can throw it like that. Keith out of the ball game now. They're the backup running back, Bradley Wilson. Bradley Wilson in the game. He's been in the last 2 plays. Keith is on the sideline. And he seems to be healthy.
42 yards unofficially on that pitch and catch to Amari Johnson from Trey Howard. And a score right here. This is going to be a really good last 12 minutes.
Absolutely. And Dontrell Wilson, I believe, was on that last tackle. Yeah, the Jim Hudson Automotive Group red zone, as I mentioned earlier. A little bit of high snap. He's going to throw left. He has Jackson. He read it. That's a great job by the defensive back because he read his eyes, looks like, and stepped in front of it. Jackson broke free for a moment. What an interception. Evan Prescott. No, check that. That's 7. Tristan Hollingsworth knocked out of bounds.
Well, you see who he wanted, Stacy. You saw it just like I did. He wanted Christian Jackson right from the beginning, but he doesn't see the defender back there. Tristan Hollingsworth right there playing center field. That says, whoop, this is my ball. And the other way he's going. He steps out of bounds. It looked like he stepped out of bounds up around the 40, 45-yard line. You see it right there.
Yeah, he went out of bounds.
But that's a big play by the Camden defense. Their backs against the wall. They come up with their second turnover here in this third quarter.
That was they were dry. They had them on skates a little bit
of
time. Hollingsworth, 6'1", 155-pounder junior. That is a huge play. Camden goes on to win this ball game. That play will be one of many they'll talk about, but that one stole the momentum back right here as we approaching the end of the third quarter. That's huge. Ball's at the 46-yard line. If you're Ridgeview's defense, you got to say, listen, we're back out here again. And there's only a few plays. They're not getting a lot of rest.
Joey Hendricks, the defensive coordinator here at Camden, his stop troops have done a tremendous job here in this second half of 3 downs and out and 2 turnovers they have forced.
Yeah, you got a feeling that sucked some life out of Ridgeview. They got to answer, though. Defense has to answer. Camden has to keep the pedal to the metal right here. That's going to be Wyatt Thompson. He's a problem. He may go. You got 2 men over there. Oh, he changed direction. This is going to be a race to the goal line. Great job by Wyatt Thompson. What athletic ability that kid showed right there. That's what Camden the first down inside the Jim Hudson red zone, and that young man there has had himself a ball game.
Unbelievable. How many times have we just seen this quarterback draw all night long? Again, faking the handoff, and there he goes. He has got green grass at Zim Stadium right in front of him. He scampers all the way down inside the 10-yard line. My goodness.
And this score here, this is 10 seconds left in the third quarter. This may be the last play of the third quarter, but this will be a backbreaker if they can put it in right here. And Boykin's going to string it out wide right. He got hit hard that time, but he's got that forward lean. That's a big physical hit by Elisha Smalls. but he's going to lean. He's going to get yards. We're going to step away, Joe, with third quarter in the books. We're going to put 4 fingers in the air and head toward what we believe will be a dramatic finish to Camden hosting Ridgeview on the Sonic Friday Night Rivals High School Football Game of the Week. Come on back for this fourth quarter, folks.
What makes Watch Fox local first?
Watch Fox News is local first because we tell the stories of the people.
From moments of joy to people achieving their dreams to moments of sorrow.
We have the privilege of telling your stories and also have the obligation of telling them correctly.
Tell them with grace.
And tell them with sensitivity.
It's not something that everyone gets the opportunity to do, and we take that responsibility seriously.
We put you first, which is what makes Watch Fox News local first.
Our generation has a choice. Turn away from the world's problems or chase them down. We refuse to sit back and watch them pass us by. Watch us fly ahead. Rise to every challenge and overcome anything. Watch us become the next greatest generation.
I got hurt at work. I slipped and fell off a forklift. I thought my employer was going to take care of me, but then all of a sudden I started seeing all kind of crazy stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call Stewart Law Firm. Came straight to my house, treated me with respect. My ex-employer tried to deny my payments, but my attorney made sure they took care of that. If it was people in this room and they were hurt and they didn't know where to go to, I would tell them to call Stewart Law offices.
36-26 is where we stand, about to start the fourth quarter here on the Sonic FNR High School Football Game of the Week from historic Zip Stadium in Camden, South Carolina. And let's go down to the sideline with Amanda Poole with a special guest.
Thank you, Stacey. I'm here alongside Camden's former quarterback, Grayson White. You're actually the all-time winningest quarterback in Camden's 130-year history, so you're kind of a big deal around here. But we're watching Wyatt Thompson take over now, and you played with him. I guess kind of what makes you so confident in his game from what you've seen from him?
You know, he's got the speed I didn't have. You know, he's really smart with the ball. He makes a lot of good decisions. He's got that raw athleticism, and he knows how to win.
You're now at Newberry College, where you're a defensive lineman. What about your time here at Zemp Stadium has really shaped you into the player you are now?
You know, just playing with these fans, you know, just like at Newberry, you know, they have a strong hometown, and, you know, everyone comes out and watches the game, and you know, they cheer their hearts out for us, and we give it back to them. So, you know, it's just playing for something that's bigger than yourself that really makes everything work.
All right, thank you so much, Grayson. Enjoy the rest of the game. Stacey.
Thank you, Amanda. And Grayson White had a great career here at Camden. We'll talk more about that after this play. Camden trying to punch it in. Boykin turning those legs. He gets knocked down about the 3-yard line. Make it to 2 probably. Good stop by Ridgeview that time, but they got to dig in. But Grayson White, what a career. Started the championship game his sophomore year, had a good junior year, and went back to the championship as a senior. What a great career. And one more play, John, I want you to weigh in on that. And it's going to be Boykin just going to walk in. He just nudged his way in. Touchdown, Camden. Strike up the Bulldogs fight song. MUSC touchdown, and that might be the – he got to ring that bell. You got to ring the bell.
There you go.
Anita Ward. Shout out to Anita Ward. And ring my bell. You know, that's back in our day.
There you go. Watch Boykin right here. He just – he just watch that offensive line, too. They just shoved Blazer defenders back in the end zone. And, well, that was a great conversation with Grayson White. He just don't have enough time to say all his accolades and what he did. Pressed into service with injuries at the quarterback position that sophomore year. All he did was lead him to the state championship game, and the rest is history. Really have loved to have seen him go out with a ring last year. Came so close.
Stopped a yard and a half short.
Oh, my goodness.
We called that game. That was one of the best games I've ever called of all the championship games over the years. Glad to have you on the call with me, Joe. That was a classic moment. And Osman Manuelis trying to add to the lead. It'll be a 17-point lead with this because it was look. The snap wasn't clean necessarily, but hands to the sky. It's good from Osman Manuelis, and Camden has taken the game by the throat. But take a look. And great, by the way.
Well, I was going to say the big play of that drive, 53-yard drive, and just 4 plays set up by the interception by Tristan Hollingsworth at the goal line as Ridgey was going in. Hollingsworth, the Camden defensive back, stepped in front of it, returned it out to the 46-yard line, and then a 47-yard run by Wyatt Thompson. And Grayson White said he's got better speed than I do. Yeah, great. Wyatt Thompson's got great wheels, and we saw it on that big run, which set up that short touchdown run.
He's been a huge problem for the defense all game. In a 22-point spurt for Camden after falling behind 26-21 at the end of the first half. And that's how you come out and answer. You're talking about paint pulling off the wall. They came out, and it's been all Camden in the third quarter, and now the first play of the fourth quarter. But yeah, Grayson White, we saw him. What a great career. A lot of those guys on that team was built. You know, those sophomores on that team that lost the championship to Daniel, they were built to come back and finish the deal in 12th grade year, senior year, and overtime. You can't play them off the feet. And Daniel, shout out to Daniel though, the job they've done up there. 3 championships in 4 years?
If you remember, Daniel had 4th and goal from the 5-yard line and went for that in that overtime.
Sure
Instead
did.
of kicking the field goal, Jeff Brewster said, a field goal is not going to win us this game. We got to get this in the end zone.
Brewster's a coach that needs more attention, needs more love up there. And up in upstate. And now they're 4A, and they're going to be one of the favorites there, too. So now for our Will Look Great Opportunity School kickoff, Camden kicking off right to left on your TV screen. Osman Manuelis with a high kick. It's going to be Chris McDonald at the 15-yard line. He's going to try to go right here. Just too many gray shirts. He's dancing, but not a lot going on over there. He fought his way up to about the 27-yard line, but Ridgew's going to take over. They have to put some points on the board real quickly with 11 and a half minutes to play. McDonald gets up a little slowly.
Now, you're 3 scores down here, Stacy. There is time, but, I mean, you've really got to be efficient if you're on offense. You got to complete some passes, get down the field quickly, put some points on the board in a hurry, and then try to force a turnover from Camden. Try to get something to steal a possession somehow or another. But first things first, got to go get some points here if you're the Blazers.
Yeah, agreed. And the question that has not been answered is how do you stop Wyatt Thompson? So right now they got to get some points on the board. Derek Howard with a 4-wide receiver set, 3-wide receiver set. Keith back in the ball game with room on the right side. They're stubbornly going to keep running it, and it's going to pay off because Keith still turning those legs. He gets about 15. Ball's going to be marked down about the 42. That's a Cameron the first down for Ridgeway. That's the way to come out and answer with physicality. I maybe not expected to run right there.
Keith runs really hard. Got to be over 100 yards tonight. He had 70-plus in that first half, and he picks up about 13, 14 right there.
He had a couple other runs. Even the run
he had a big gain on that. Yeah.
16-yard gain he fumbled on. Shotgun snap for Howard, and Keith on the right side again. They see something like over there, and he's going to pound again, and he gets about 8 on that. That's a good run over there, but is it enough time to run the ball and not pass? At some point, they're going to toss it. Coach Howard's son, Trey Howard, and Keith goes out the game right there, but Coach Howard is going to trust his son to throw it. He makes good decisions. That last read he just got fooled a little bit by the safety, and there's going to be a timeout called.
No, there's a Camden
players down. Yes, he can across the field. We're going to step away, and we'll come back with the resumption of this fourth quarter. It's a good one here on the FNR Game of the Week.
College safety Jordan Smith. He is also a senior, leading returning tackler on the season.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
Did you know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. Try the all-new Double Sonic Smasher and at a half-price drink in the app.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since being here.
This place has shown me, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
The Fun 99 menu, always $1.99 each.
Welcome back inside, folks. It has been an exciting game full of thrilling plays. 42-26, Camden in control over Ridgeview. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Amanda Poole here on the call. And coming up here just further into the fourth quarter, we'll announce our Atkins Law Firm Player of the Game. Looking for a workers' comp attorney? Remember, who you hire matters. Joe Wyman and the folks over there, shout out. Ridgeview coming up with a second and short. It is 43-26. Trey Howard's going to break the pocket. He escapes to the left side, and he has success throwing down this way before. Just runs out of real estate, and good job defensively. There was nowhere to go with the football. A good pursuit. Camden defense swarming here in this fourth quarter.
Good pressure by Bryson Moses, the senior defensive lineman for Camden. He's able to get a good push, get past his block, and he chases Trey Howard from behind, forces him out of the pocket. That was a tough throw, and Howard just had to get rid of the ball.
Tell you what, a murderous road schedule by Ridgeview early in this season. They played Dutch Fork last week. They played Northwestern, who's favored, one of the 4A favorites. Dutch Fork's 5A favorite perennially. They played Fairfield Central, a perennial traditional state power in the state as well. So they've had a tough first three games. Aiden Keefe is going to try the right side, and he got hit hard. That's a face mask.
Yep.
That's going to be the big one, too.
I think so, too. You can see that.
Yeah, he yanked his head down a little bit. So Aiden Keefe, who been churning out yards, has put up some big numbers. That fumble was costly, but he's played himself a pretty good ball game. It's going to be marked off against Camden, and it stops the clock. Now, if you Ridgeview, even that being said,